Kings of Leon, Molly's Chambers on XFM 104.9. Thanks to Lauren Laverne there for the last few hours. Coming up, we have got some great music, Steve. We've got Kings of Leon, as you heard. We've got Alba, we've got The Darks, we've got Coldplay, Coral, Rolling Stones, we've got some Springsteen, The Smiths. Do you know what I mean? Do you need any more? And with all that, we've still got Pete Skinner with his wacky weather report.
Excellent, good old Pete. Hey, nice to have him back.
Good news, Steve. Got some here brought in. It's just a normal soup. It's Rooster's Pride. What flavour soup's that, Steve?
Oh, I know you brought that. And it's all a genuine article, and it's cock soup. Can I have a closer look at that? Maybe there's some more humour I can draw.
What, you want a closer look at my cock soup?
Just a cock soup. Let me just. It says here, delicious, appetizing. 3 to 4 servings.
Because you know what I'm thinking of when you're talking about the soup.
I'm thinking of innuendo.
I'm just thinking of a man's cock.
Penises, yeah. Let me just.
It's the darkness.
Use Rooster's Pride cock soup as a snack with crackers or toast.
Still thinking of a normal knob.
An appetizer again, or a soup base. That doesn't really work as an Indian.
No,
that's disappointing. We'll work on that though.
The darkness growing on me on XFM 104.9. Going well, isn't it?
I've enjoyed it so far.
It's been a bit naughty and everything.
Yeah, a bit like, smart. Nothing wrong with that.
No. Carl.
Alright.
Having a good day?
Not bad.
Yeah.
What mood are you in this week?
What
we
mood
always
is that?
trying to assess each week, it's a bit edgy.
He's got a red head. What's all that? You've got a red head all around the side and the front. What's that?
Sunburn?
No, I think I'm allergic to having my head rubbed.
Right. Right. Now, who would rub your head? That sounds a bizarre thing. Your girlfriend?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was rubbing your head.
Well, yeah, but I was squeezing his head, fair enough, and he was screaming in agony. And then he went and made me a cup of coffee. And as he came over, just spilt boiling hot coffee on my legs. I'm all wearing shorts, and he went, "Sorry," just like that. It's like a series of Jackass out there this morning. I mean, my legs are burnt. Your head's a little bit red. But apart from that, having a good day.
Not bad. I was on the way in today, right, Steve?
Walking in,
always walking in. I get left early and stuff. I like to get in early, get some bits done,
Monkey News, Songs of Phrase.
That sort of thing. And living in London, right, there's a lot of shops that open early and stuff. Do you know what I mean? People say that's the good thing about London.
Yeah.
It's almost like 24-hour city and stuff, right? I'm walking in and there's like, you've got your news agents open.
Obviously.
Selling newspapers and that. That's good. They've got to be open early. Then you've got your coffee shops, your Starbucks.
You have a cup of coffee in the
morning.
Do you know
what I mean? They're doing well in the morning. Then you see like the odd restaurant and you think, well, maybe they sort of got the doors open, but they're preparing for lunch. So you think, fair enough.
Yeah. I'll let that pass.
Yeah. Carrying on walking down the road. Bondage shop. Open.
Sure.
About 10:30.
Yeah.
Busy, was it?
There's a couple in.
Really?
Some good offers. About 10:30 for a bondage shop.
I'm assuming if you're into bondage, though, you stock up at any time, day or night. I mean, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it.
I suppose you get up and you go, I've got nothing on. I need to be a bit tied down.
Yeah.
I need some rope.
These clothes are too baggy. I need more belts.
Oh, God.
I need more straps.
Yeah. Get some rubber on my face.
Weird, though, isn't it?
What were you doing in there?
So, just having a browse. But, so a bit worried, really, because the things that I've noticed this week, like that's probably a little bit small. You've brought your soup in.
I just found it out there. Sorry, yeah. It is Rooster's Pride, cock soup, noodle soup mix, chicken flavour. But, I mean, do they not know that is obviously just going to be used on the Graham Norton show and Chris Tarrant when he's doing his show abroad?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean? How could they call it cock soup in this day and age?
Don't keep saying it.
Well, no, it's fine, because you can say cock as long as it means the male, we've done this.
Oh, do you mean the chicken?
Yeah, look, it's a picture of a chicken.
Yeah, sorry.
What did you think it meant?
No, I don't know, I thought it was in my head.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, there's something else that's a bit sort of...
A bit blue?
A little bit blue, but then it's real as well, do you know what I mean?
Well,
it's a problem.
Excuses it.
Go on.
There's a programme.
We couldn't have said the cock soup if we'd made it up, but because it's real, it's fine.
Yeah. We also couldn't have said the cock soup if we'd have meant a male penis.
Thankfully, we don't. So.
We mean a little chicken. You go on.
This programme was on. It was Wednesday night, something. About this little lad.
Yeah.
It was a fella and a woman.
At the same time.
What do you mean?
Like a cartoon with a secret identity.
By night. What do you mean? He had both
by day a
sets?
boy, by night a woman.
He had it all.
What do you... Sorry, wait. So, So he had male and female genitalia.
Yeah.
So what do you call someone that's born like that?
Weird. Yeah.
What's the term for it? Go on. You know it. We've talked about it before.
Aphrodite.
Really? So close. Hermaphrodite. Yeah, hermaphrodite. Yeah.
That's weird, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he had the ball.
Yeah.
And he had the...
Well, what happened was he was born, right?
Obviously.
And the doctor said, there you go. Lovely little boy and girl. So the mum was like, what? So he said...
No, I don't think the doctor was sarcastic.
Yeah, what?
I don't think the doctor was sort of dissing them.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you mean, doctor? We'll have a look. There's the cock, there's the minge. All right, see you later. What are you going to call it? But doctor, what do you mean? Have a look. He wasn't sarcastic. He didn't give
Doctor,
clues.
tell me what you mean. Give me a straight answer.
He probably went, oh shit, she's got a cock. He didn't go... He wasn't sarky to the parents.
No,
Anyway.
but I'm just getting across. Do you know what I mean? I always had a little bit just to...
Yeah, I know you
spice
do.
it
Yeah.
up,
You should
spice
be
it
a
up.
newsreader. Be brilliant.
So there's a little kid lying there.
Yeah.
And the mum says, you know, what am I going to do then? So the doctor, I mean, I'm condensing this. It was like an hour long.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, she said, what will I do? And the doctor said, well, he's not sort of well hung.
Right.
Oh,
So he's
not sort of well on. This doctor
medical
has
term.
been, I assume, has been struck off since for saying these things.
It was a real doctor. It wasn't Dr. Fox.
Yeah. Right, go on.
So the doctor said, so I recommend that we make it a woman.
Right.
Right? So they sort of do a little bit of,
Jiggery pokery.
a little bit of work. And
I don't think that's true, Carl.
no, it is. It was on the programme.
But I think they can tell really what they were meant to be from their chromosomes, can't they? They can tell whether they're X, Y, Y, or
Yeah,
X.
not just... It's not
It's
very
just-
well hung.
No, I
Yeah.
tell you what, because back then, when this was going
Yeah,
on,
no,
right,
I'm just thinking they might not have had
the doctors then thought if you had a kid, right, and you thought, it's a bit ugly, maybe it'll have a better life if it was a fella. If it was a girl and it's a bit ugly and you think it's going to get a hard time.
Right, don't talk shite.
What?
What? That a doctor would go, right, you've had a young girl, I'll tell you what, she's a pig, let's pop a cock on her. Don't
No,
talk
I'm not saying,
shite.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, say if you have like I say, a girl, I just think it's harder if a girl's ugly and
Yeah.
she's growing up, she
Yeah.
has a harder time.
Yeah.
Don't you agree with that? If
Possibly,
it-
but you don't change someone when they don't...
No, yeah.
You don't change their gender
no,
because
but
they're
I'm
a
just
bit of a
saying
minger.
what I'm saying is the Elephant Man would have had a harder time if it was Elephant Woman. Is what I'm saying. But listen to me, listen. What the doctor was saying is, if you get a baby before it's 2,
Yeah.
back then they thought you could sort of say, well, instead of giving it a go-kart, give it dolls to play with.
Right, back when? What are we talking about?
The Middle Ages?
We put a song on, come back to this.
Yeah, it's Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City. Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City, on XFM 104.9. Okay, look, have another go, Carl. What were you saying? As an hermaphrodite, yeah, he was born both sets. The doctor said he's not well hung. Let's lose that.
Let's get rid of that.
Let's make it into a
woman.
girl. Okay. I'm with you so far. Go on then.
So, anyway, gets away with it a little bit in the early years. Right. Starts going to school, gets away with it a little bit,
Sure.
right? But then, do you know when you get to that age and your head goes all funny? Like when you're a teenager and you sort of, I don't know, your skull goes...
Mine never did.
What are you talking about?
No.
Yes,
That
what do you
sort of
mean your head goes all
teenage
funny?
years when you look a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? You go from being quite a good-looking person and then your body starts growing.
At a different rate, so,
Yeah,
you never know till 21 whether you're going to be a looker or not, or whether it's just...
Yeah.
I know,
Right?
go on.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
So,
Your head grew outwards at exactly the same rate, didn't it? That's why it's
Your
spherical.
head grew faster than your hair.
He's got a lovely head of hair, but
Exactly.
just below the skull.
Yeah.
He's got a little afro in there,
Yeah.
but it just couldn't get through the follicles. It couldn't catch up the skull. Expanding. Oh, bless him. Oh, come on, Baldy.
but the thing is, right, so you see these pictures of the lad stroke woman
Yeah.
who's trying to be a woman at the age of 14, 15.
Yeah.
She's got one of them big heads,
Right.
like a
okay.
lad. Doesn't, she starts having a hard time. She doesn't want to play with her mates, with the dolls and all that. She's more into go-karting and that sort of thing. Gets to an older age.
Yep.
Decides to go back. Is now sort of with a woman and having a life of a fella.
But did the doctor keep it for him in case he needed it?
No, he's had one put on though.
Has he? Where'd he get that from?
Dunno, maybe that bondage shop.
What do they do when they do that? Do they put on a... What do they do? Maybe someone could call in and tell us. If you're a woman, and you have a...
Do you want to speak to someone who's got that information?
Yeah, I do want to know. What do
If
they
you've
use
got
it
that information, I don't want to talk to
Do
them.
they construct one? Do they construct it?
From plasticine.
Or do they whack on a dead one?
What?
What?
Whack on a dead one?
Yeah.
What? What? That's not, it's not, what do you mean? No.
When a woman has a knob put on
Yeah.
to have a sex change, where do they get it from? Is it constructed? Do they find, like, I don't know...
From a donor.
A donut?
From a donor.
Oh, well, yeah. A donor?
A donor, yeah.
Yeah, but presumably it's like...
Maybe there's someone who
well,
wants
after
to
they're
become...
dead, I mean.
No, I thought maybe
Very
there's-
few people... It's not like giving someone a kidney and then sort of like celebrating
maybe
with
if you're
them.
a guy and you want to become a woman, you've
That's
got one to
true.
spare.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, a swap.
Yeah, just do a little swap, probably on the internet or something.
Or Noel Edmonds.
What do you mean?
On Swap Shop.
He's not a man.
No, but you could go, we got a fella here who, got a lovely, nearly new, unused penis.
Yeah, Keith Chegwin out in kind of Bognor Regis.
Wants a couple of tits and a fanny for that, so, call in.
It reminds me of the, do you remember the John Wayne Bobbitt story? Which
Yeah.
it's always seemed odd to me. I never really kind of got all the information. Do you remember that one, Carl, where the woman cut off her husband's penis because
When he
was
was
adulterous or
sleeping.
something? I think he was sleeping, and she drove off. I think he
threw it
woke
in the
up
woods.
quite quickly.
Yeah, that's so much better than the alarm
Exactly,
clock,
the alarm
isn't
call.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she threw it out. She threw it out of the car
window.
into the woods.
Yeah.
And he went and found it.
Yeah.
But imagine if he'd got to the hospital and they'd sewn it back on. He'd gone, "That's bigger than I remember." I'm not sure this is mine.
How many of you cut us where we dump all the knobs?
We dump all the
That's
knobs
where-
in there.
Yeah. That
That was an extraordinary story. And then, bizarrely, he became a porn star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very strange life that man's had.
Well, it is a bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? Oh, cutting your knob off.
I know.
Do you remember that French bloke, the performance artist of about 1910? Do you remember him?
No.
He, as a performance art, he had it in a theatre, he cut his knob off to a crowd of people. Now,
What?
yeah,
That's only a one-night trick, though, isn't it?
exactly. But what if there had been a bang outside?
They went
and
encore. He went, "Oh!"
Yeah, or they looked outside because a car backfired. He
Yeah.
went, "Did you see that?" I go, "What?" I go, "Oh, just cut my..." Did you? Yeah. Think of that.
Sacre bleu.
I know. French are funny, aren't they? Cutting your knob off for your art.
Weird, isn't it?
Longview. Further on XFM 104.9.
As we're having so much fun with penises,
Yeah.
I thought perhaps I should just mention...
That's a slogan.
We should just mention this story briefly. It's in the paper today. A Russian is selling what he claims is Hitler's mummified penis for £12,000.
Yeah.
Ivan Zadurprov says his ex-Red Army soldier dad hacked it off as a souvenir after storming the tyrant's Berlin bunker after his suicide in 1945.
Yeah. Not.
You
Why
convinced?
did he wait till now?
Yeah.
He's found out that. That might get a bit of £12,000.
Which doesn't seem a great deal. Doesn't seem a great deal of money, really.
Well, it's useless, isn't it?
True.
You're not going to be able to use it. It's not going to be able to. It's not going to be a donor. Imagine that if you walked round.
Yeah. You'll never... making love to a girl. You'll never believe who this is.
Yeah. You never believe who's doing you, love.
Exactly. This is going to freak you out.
This is, just relax.
Exactly.
Okay, sit down now. Was
I
that
got a
all
little
right?
surprise for
It was
you.
brilliant, yeah? So you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Right. Are
Did you
you
know
a fan of the Third Reich?
Exactly.
Well, no, awful racist. Okay, let's go a different tack.
Yeah.
You did like the sex. I love the sex. Okay, then. Yeah, it's not going to be Hitler's knob, is it?
But I like the idea that, I mean, you're in the Red Army.
Yeah.
You've just stormed Berlin.
Yeah.
1945. You crash into the bunker.
You've gone through terrible.
Terrible.
How you've lost 20 million comrades.
Unbelievable.
Oppression
Been
everywhere.
going on for years.
You're in there, you see the man.
Here he is, he's dead.
He's dead,
The figurehead and leader of one of the most despicable,
You turn to your friends, there's a tear in your eye.
Yeah. And your immediate thought is, I ought to chop off his todger.
Yeah. Well, no, I said Bagsy. I said Bagsy
is Winkle.
I said Bagsy is Winkle outside. Whoever it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be Hitler. Brilliant.
It's just, I can't, it just doesn't make sense. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And I don't know how is he expecting to prove this? Because I want some proof.
Well, I think that's why he said that. He probably started off with, I've got Hitler's face. And they went, brilliant. Oh, let's have a look at it. What do you mean let's have a look? Well, just check his Hitler's face. Obviously I know what he looks like. Oh yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, you know what no, it's not his face. What wouldn't you know what it looked like? Well, I mean, no one's ever seen his genitals. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got his.
It's got a little swastika on it.
Is that proof, is it?
Yeah, little
Have you got his ball? Well, no, the Albert Hall's got one, his mother's got the other, so I don't know.
See, the Albert Hall, I would have thought, would probably be paying that £12,000, because apparently they've already got his ball.
Yeah, they got one of his balls.
They got one of his balls in the Albert Hall, his mother's got the other.
Yeah.
But if they got the Todger
if they can track down the one his mother's got, they would have a complete set of Hitler's.
I'm just hoping it doesn't fall into the hands of some kind of crazed genetic scientist.
What, I could clone it from his knob?
Clone Hitler.
Back to, I don't even want to think about the future if that's the sort of way we're going.
Exactly.
If that's the sort of way we're going, Carl, I'd rather not know about it.
What do you make of it, Carl?
Weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I mean, I don't want to go on for this too long. We've probably got about a minute left for the first half hour, and I reckon should can this sort of...
What, 30 minutes of genital talk?
Just quickly,
on a Saturday afternoon?
There's one in a museum. I think it's like that London museum.
What? One what?
Well, do you know like how people are buying weird stuff and that to put in museums?
Yeah.
There's this device that, I mean, think about it, years and years ago they used to torture people, didn't they?
Yeah.
Really badly. Mm. And the device
yeah,
that they've got...
there's no real good torture, but go on, I see your point.
Yeah, but this device, right, think about it, you've done something really bad years ago.
Yeah.
Right, and you're thinking, oh, what are they going to do? Do you know what I mean? Could do anything here, it could be the end for me. The device they've got is this thing that you put on your bits, as a fella, and it's sort of metal, so it means you can't sort of, you know, get excited. It puts a stop to you, sort of...
That wasn't a torture device. I think it was a Victorian thing to stop adolescent boys wanking. They used to have things like wrist things as well with like spikes on them. It's not a torture device.
Isn't that?
Well, not really. Imagine that being captured by
no,
right, you're never going to get hard on again. All right. Not really a torture device, is it?
And there wasn't that many nice looking women wandering about anyway about them, was there? Didn't get excited about stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, they filthy, they stunk and everything back then.
What are you on about?
Right, we've covered that. No more of that talk now, right? Let's move on.
Filthy,
all Victorian women, filthy and stinky.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Better Rolling Stones
Yeah,
and
let's
set
go
up
for
the
it.
old songs of phrase.
Yeah. Stones, Beast of Burden. We've not played it before. It's an absolute gem. The Rolling Stones, Beast of Burden. Can I just take this opportunity, Rick, to say to Sir Mick Jagger, happy 60th birthday this year, Mick.
Happy 60th birthday this year.
Yeah.
Was it today?
No, I don't know.
Well, otherwise you'd be saying happy birthday to everyone every day.
No, because I don't know Mick Jagger, do I? So I'm just taking the opportunity in case he happens to be listening today to wish him a 60th. Happy 60th, or someone who knows him.
What about Brian Ferry? What about Brian Ferry?
How's Brian?
Well, I mean, he's got a birthday this year.
Ferry. I'm not going to wish Brian Ferry a birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Well.
Silence is easy. Star Sailor on XFM 104.9. Right, it's the quiz of the week.
If you want to go out and do some shopping, this is probably a good time, and come back again for about 15:15.
But don't forget, what I will say is, even though these clues, we're going to do songs of phrase, by the way, where Carl picks out a phrase that he might have said once, tries to find words from songs to put it together. You've got to guess as many as you can, song or artist, I can't remember. But even though you might look at it and go, that's mental, I don't know any of them, you might win if you get 2 right. I mean, I think the winner last week got about 3 out of 3.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I mean, last week, Rockbusters, surprisingly, was a very, very popular quiz.
Yeah.
It just happened to be awful.
Yeah.
This one is pitiful. I mean, it's truly atrocious.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't even have a fan base. I mean, there's no one championing this one, Carl. Last week, seriously, mate, I got about
Carl's face.
7 or 8 replies.
Oh, God, that's terrible. That was like when you told a kid that you couldn't afford a Christmas present this year. Look at his face.
Yeah, he is a bit distraught.
Carl,
it's like Chris Evans' face when they said they were cancelling Girls and Boys. It's like, but I can come up with great TV game shows like that. No, you can't, Chris. Not anymore.
Oh, his little glasses slid down his nose.
I'm the guy who don't forget your toothbrush.
Yeah. What that money you owe me? No, you owe us. Oh, believe it.
Alright, so will I just play it to you and
Whatever,
you
Carl.
try and work out what the phrase is?
Sorry, it's a phrase that might have once been uttered on this show.
It was said last week.
Oh, right.
All right, okay, brilliant.
All right, here we go.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
Right, I can't hear
right.
it.
I know what that is. That's ridiculous.
What was it?
What it is it's something like, right, you're only 16, but you look 26, and the Chinese look older than they are or something, because he said that. The Chinese don't age well. That is mental, Carl. It's the most convoluted, ridiculous, racist piece of material ever to be uttered on radio.
Play it again.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's... Okay, you're just 16 and looking all 21. That's because the Chinese look older. Carl, you've gone mental.
All right.
Oh, that is amazing. So, there you go, the well-known phrase, you're 16, looking all of 21, that's because the Chinese look older. Well-known phrase there, sweeping the nation. That'll be up there with "was up," and "shut that door." If they do a poll. Right.
Okay, play it once more. We're after the artists.
Just the artist.
Yeah.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's... Unbelievable.
All right, let me tell you what the prizes are. We've got, I assume this is the new album from Mower. Everyone's going crazy for Mower. I've not heard people stop talking about Mower. But there it is. We got the new album from the Webb Brothers, which might be quite good. The Polyphonic Spree album, the best dance album in the world ever, which is ideal perhaps if you're having a barbecue and you've got lots of 8-year-old children coming.
The Polyphonic Spree, I look at them and I think, well, you know, you're a pretty good band, but if that album sounds like $1 million, you're going to make that 40 quid each.
I know, it's extraordinary.
I mean...
They're the sort of indie equivalent of the So Solid crew.
Yeah, you're not going to make any money. The manager's getting 20%.
Exactly, yeah. And also on DVD, Red Dwarf Series 1. So, some absolutely barnstorming places.
And if you can identify what artist to use in this well-known racist phrase, that's because the Chinese look older.
Play it once more, Carl.
One more time.
I know you're just 16, but looking all of 21.
That's... Oh,
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
Play a record. This is radio. Panic, the Smiths on XFM 104.9. Well, we've done the first half hour, which is mainly genital related. Then we've kicked in with some racism. You have to guess what artist.
It seems appropriate at this juncture just to mention something that's in the paper today. Dominic Mohan, I know you're a big fan, as am I. He is just writing about the demise of Radio 1, or as he perceives it, and talking about the Radio 1 breakfast show, and apparently it's lost lots of listeners. And he says, talking of the BBC, it must act swiftly to replace Sarah Cox and look to exciting and inspirational figures like Jonathan Ross, Anne and Dec, Johnny Vaughan, or Ricky Gervais to try and save Radio 1.
He's right.
I mean...
He's right.
Has he ever heard this show? What is he talking about? All those other acts, they're dynamite. I can't genuinely... That's someone who said I quite like Ricky Gervais show, but he can't have listened. I mean, can you imagine what we just played? Or in fact, can you imagine the last 50 minutes on Radio 1, on the breakfast show?
Well, we could pre-record it though, so I wouldn't have to get up early.
Sure.
That's not your point, is it?
That's not really
No, your point is the quality of what we're doing, not how early it is. Sure. Get it.
What would you provide though, Ricky, do you think, if you went to Radio 1? What sort of... Because I mean, obviously...
Wank, oops. I can do all that.
Because I mean, obviously our time at XFM is going to basically...
I'd be the furry shreddy.
Right.
Yeah, so I'd get that.
Would you have some wacky catchphrases?
I think I would.
You'd bring back Holy Fook, presumably.
Holy fuck, yeah. Oh, ding dong. Oh, hello, it's my little Chinese neighbour. Hello, what's your name? My name is Holy Fuck. Hello. Look at Carl. He looks just going, oh,
I know,
God.
like, you didn't even do the Chinese accent that time.
Well, that'd be racist.
Okay, sure.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
it's just his name's Holy Fuck, and there's nothing
Nothing wrong
wrong or
with
funny about that.
that. So yeah, you'd have that. You'd have
have
crazy
that.
comedy characters. You probably have some wacky quizzes.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Dirty Old Queer. Hello.
No, I'm not. He's a new character to me. I'm quite excited. He sounds very modern and contemporary.
Yeah.
A new spin
Yeah.
on an old idea.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit more.
Oh, wow, he's an actor, isn't he? And
Right.
and he likes to, teak it up.
All right, well, that's just, if anyone from Radio 1 is listening, and
Yeah.
they've listened to Dominic Mohan in the paper, they thought, yes, you're right, we need some new blood at Radio 1. Ricky Gervais has got a myriad of comedy characters.
Yeah. Whack, whack, oops. I can do sound
You can
effects.
do sound effects.
So-
you can probably do funny voices like Chris Moyles, couldn't you?
Yeah. Wow. Not as good, but I mean, I can...
What about comedy songs like Moyles?
Again, not as good, but I mean...
Do you remember when Moyles rather hilariously changed the words of This Is My Moment by Martin McCutcheon to This Is My Motor?
We listened to it, though, didn't we?
Unbelievable.
I remember when he was doing a competition, this was pathetic, wasn't it? We were listening to Radio 1 once on our site, and I don't know why, we just wanted to, I think it was research, wasn't it, for The Office?
Yeah.
And he was doing this, he had to phone in with...
We were listening to idiots. And
No, I'm not saying that. And he was doing this competition, you had to call in with some songs that are golf-related. And people were phoning up going, drive the cars. He was going, drive the cars, good. And I was on that phone, I must have wasted about 40 quid, and I wanted to get through and go, hello, Chris, it's not Milesy, yeah. Derek here, I got one. Oh, go on then, Derek, what is it? Something like Spandau Ballet with golfy golf cart and that. And I just wanted to, and I waited. And just, I thought the joke's on us.
Yeah.
I waited my phone bill just to say something stupid. Oh dear.
Oh.
His show's better than this.
Yeah, anyway, if you've got any hilarious golf-related song titles that you'd like to email in,
What's the number?
Oh, let them email in.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What would a song title be if perhaps we were doing something about, I don't know, air travel?
Yeah,
If you've got any crazy ideas, email in. We'd love to hear them.
yeah, brilliant. I've got a thought of another golf one.
Okay.
You know, Duran Duran? Something down the fairway or something, if they wrote that. Alright? That's
Girls
the
on the putting green or
yeah.
something?
Alright?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Have you introduced you? My name's Holy Fuck. I'm Dirty Old Queer. I could do all that. Ding dong, whack whack, oops. Elbow. Fallen Angel. See, they're the odd one out, you see, because of what they're like and who they are and how successful they are, I can imagine saying, will you please welcome to the stage, Elbow.
Indeed.
But
yeah.
I wouldn't have. On paper, I'd have thought that was
A terrible band name.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. There are exceptions to the rule.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Boomtown Rats.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'd have thought that was I mean,
Yeah.
I think it is a bad name.
It is a bad name.
But you can't imagine it
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's band name. So call in if you've got email addresses and let's call in with funny observations on life and shit. So, well, it's going well, isn't it?
www.
That's halfway through. Carl, what do you think?
Yeah, it's been all right. It's been all right.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of bases.
We haven't taught them anything.
Not taught them anything. No,
I think that- I think-
we taught them to tune into a different station.
Yeah,
but-
I think Heart 106.2 is probably picking up a few of our listeners as we speak.
Yeah.
Who's on at the moment?
Don't know. Doesn't matter on there, does it? They just sort of...
Don't slag them off.
No, I'm not slagging them off. I'm just saying I don't think... You tune in because you want to hear Simply Red and that, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Well, they play other great stuff as well.
Magic is the one that I love, because I only ever listen to it in a cab.
Yeah.
If I'm in a mini cab.
Good,
then
that's
Magic's on.
good. That is a good station.
But Magic
Good
is
station.
dynamite. But I know
Yeah.
on Magic, the DJs have got like 5-hour shifts. It's incredible. They're all...
And they do read their own news.
I know. It's like they've cut out any expenditure on that channel. It's just some old records,
Yeah.
and one guy has to go on for 5 hours, read his own news, his own travel. There's nothing else.
I saw a bloke struggling once. He sort of wants to be a bit of a sort of comedian, and he does one link. It's sort of one 15-second link between each record. Goes, that's Celine Dion. There's a story in the paper again that people were late for work on the Underground because there was leaves on the track. Just wondering if leaves are ever late for work because there's people on the track. It's Simply Red. Oh, bless him.
I still think he's got to come up with them for like 5 hours.
He's there sweating. Before I was going, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself.
Share's almost finished.
Thing in the story about war on Iraq. I imagine if I can't do this anymore. I can't imagine
if humans become extinct,
with
the
leaves.
dinosaurs would kill
I
around.
don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God! Look at Carl's face when I said that.
The man moth.
Yeah.
They've cloned a man moth.
No, but that's the sort of thing I think we need now, right? We've covered a lot of stuff.
What, education?
Teaching, yeah.
Well, okay, what do you want to know?
Don't know.
Have you got something? Can you educate us on anything?
I've been reading bits
So
and
could we
bobs.
bring back just for one night only, educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah? Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. You know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on in that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been
not
earlier.
bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that.
Yeah, he did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Carl, is it? He did some stuff with light and that.
What did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope.
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens though, and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, air resistance does, and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Karl.
Sure.
Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these two things off the bleeding tower of pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. What do you need to
Bring
know
me
that?
Galileo.
Yeah.
It's for a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, do you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
And a
as
car
a
that I
cement
just
mixer.
ran along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, so I learned that. And
Yeah.
then,
What?
He learned his name.
Yeah.
Other people I learned the
Brilliant.
name of this week.
Oh, if a chimp could watch telly. Go on, Karl, go on.
and there was also a fella in the week who said, that women shouldn't be wearing trousers.
Why?
Because they don't look good in them.
Right, and who was this man and from what era did he-
French fella. Last week.
Did he mean walk around naked?
He just said, women should wear skirts rather than trousers because no woman looks good in a pair of pants.
Right. How old was he?
He was probably about 67.
Uh-huh.
About that, 67, 68.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't happy with that. What do you think? What do you think about that?
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
These are the only things that have caught your eye over the last couple of weeks. This is the entire news.
Galileo did something with light. A French fella said women shouldn't wear trousers. See, that to me wouldn't pass as education.
It's not education.
I don't know where you could ever use that. I don't know when that would ever be applicable to life.
I just like reading stuff that sort of reminds me of. Do you know what I mean? If I read it and it gets me thinking, I think that's a good little piece.
But I mean, but surely can't you just sort of like sit near something that vibrates to keep your brain going, or shake your head every now and again? I mean, what does this do? You mean it makes you start using your brain?
But what aspect of a Frenchman said women shouldn't wear trousers got your mind working? What questions were you
Because I
asking?
thought
after that?
that's a bit daft, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it
was
ends there
thinking-
with me. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else for me to go on that.
He closes
Your
the
mind's
gap.
still whirring.
Yeah, go on. What did you think? Let's go through this. Oh, I wish we could download his
I know,
thoughts.
I know.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great, like a DVD? And
Like a cartoon.
imagine that extra footage on the Office DVD.
Yeah, Carl's brain.
That would be
With a commentary.
amazing. Oh, with
What I
a
mean is-
commentary. Go on.
Women wearing trousers and that, right? On the estate that I grew up in,
Yeah.
on right? There was a woman about 4 houses down, right?
Right.
Rough. She's the
She
one.
was, or the estate.
She was, right?
Yeah.
She's the one whose kid took a horse into her house.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Now, we won't go over that again.
No.
If you're a new listener, I think we covered. I think they get
That's
the
all you
idea,
need to
don't
know.
they? Right.
Yeah.
Now, she used to wear leggings.
Yeah.
Now, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Carl. If you're a lady of
What
the
colour?
normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
What,
Yeah.
toast and
Just
horse
bits.
droppings. Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to, she's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah,
we
well,
described her as.
Look like a light bulb, which
It is those kind of women that are attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth to a flame.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. She used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
Right, she used to do that. But
What, was she, an engineer?
the weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids
Right.
Go on.
that were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What,
right?
what do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she
No,
had big eyelids?
it was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know, like,
What do you mean popular things? They
think
didn't
people
go,
have
they go, oh, I say, well, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things around where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what?
Just too much skin. It was like the neck of a chicken, but on the eyes.
What's your point? Anyway, so there's this big eyelided woman with the
And
leggings.
that's what I'm saying to you, though. That's when I read that story with people with trousers.
Yeah.
I went from that.
Yeah.
To
into
a
that.
woman who used to have big eyelids. I still at the point.
But then, and also the other bloke who had the eyelid problem was a mate of mine.
Right.
His dad had it, and same problem, massive eyelids.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I used to say to my mum, I'm going round to Dave's house.
Yeah.
And
Or
to say,
Droopy,
well,
as you call it.
that's all right, but make sure his dad doesn't take you out in the car, because he could hardly see. He had to have his head.
He gets to tilt his head back to keep his eyes
Make
open.
sure! Did he have a couple of matches with him at all times?
What a load of gobbledygook.
I know.
But this began as educating Ricky.
I know,
So
it's
what,
like
he was
people
thinking,
with eyelids.
but it's like you're supposed to make that leap as well.
Yeah.
If I mentioned the trousers, Ricky will probably be thinking about people with big eyelids and women wearing leggings.
Play a record, Carl.
Got nonsense.
Adverts.
No. Oh, all right. Muse, time is running out on XFM 104.9.
Just a couple of emails just to update you on what's coming in here.
Go on.
Natasha has emailed us. She says that she's of Chinese origin, and at 27 she often got mistaken for 24. So your notion that Chinese people don't age well is obviously factually incorrect.
Yeah, well, we didn't need... thank you for phoning, but I mean, honestly, trust us, Natasha, we didn't need you to tell us that. We know Carl is talking absolute nonsense.
Wait till you get to 30.
Oh dear, no, this is quite a nice email from Paul. He says, let Carl know that I have a Chinese friend called Oi. Imagine the confusing and amusing situations we get into.
We're out and about in busy Soho.
Does his surname come here?
Lightning wit from Carl.
Wait
That's nice.
till you're 30.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant.
But no, actually, we've had a surprising response to Songs of Phrase this week. Despite the fact everyone has agreed that it's racialist, they've nevertheless had a go. So keep your answers coming in, because we may as well.
You're a hit, Carl. You're a hit. What, have we still got monkey news?
Yeah, that's still coming up.
Yeah.
Later on.
We're not
Don't worry
doing
about
Cheeky Freak of the Week anymore. We're not.
that. No.
No.
Don't want to upset people on that.
Sure.
But there is a good freaky programme on this week.
Go on.
I think it's on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Got a woman with a big head on it.
No, I think it's BBC Two.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, well, look out
Unless
for
there's
that.
two on, because that'll be a great week for you, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. Won't be coming out.
Is that the one when you said... Go on, say what you said when you saw it.
The woman with the head.
Yeah.
just said it looks like a cartoon.
I just think
That's so mean. I don't want to discuss
No,
that.
it's not. It's not mean.
It is mean, Carl.
Again, Steve, if we were in a restaurant and I'm arranging to meet her, and I said to the guy on the door, I'm meeting, you know, Lisa, or whatever her name is, yeah?
Right.
What does he look like? Well, looks like a cartoon. I'll be over there. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he'll get mixed up.
What would you say about me and Steve again? If you were meeting us?
No, it just starts getting nasty, doesn't it?
I'm meeting Karl Pilkington. We're very busy. What does he look like? He looks like Charlie Brown grew up. He's got a complete little round bald head, and he's got a gormless look on his face. He's over there, mate.
Yeah.
All right, that's starting the ball rolling for you, Carl. I love that it's okay to say what you like about people. If you go, yeah, but if I was looking for her in a restaurant,
I know, but...
yeah.
And why have you arranged to go on a date with this woman?
Be a good night out.
For her or for you?
Well, I'd like to have a chat with her. You know what I mean? Just find out what worries her, and... Do you know what I mean? Because some girls worry
People
about
like you.
dead things. Like
Yeah.
their hair being a mess and that.
Yeah.
With her, it's like, least of your problems. Do you know what I mean?
Fine, alright, well let's move on, mate. We're not doing Cheeky Freak of the Week anymore.
No.
Let's do something nice. Let's talk nicely about things.
What's happened nice in the world, Carl? What do you like in the world? When you get up, when you go, oh, that was a brilliant day, What do you do when you go, oh, that was brilliant? We had a nice game of snooker. You like snooker, don't you? I mean, you and Steve played snooker last week.
Yeah, but things are always ruined. Do you know what I mean? I might be having a nice time having a game of snooker, and then, you know, we're having a proper battle, and I'm trying to concentrate on taking a shot, and then you'll say things like, look at his little monkey hand, and I'm going for the black. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Or maybe I'll say, I'm just going to the toilet, and then one of you will follow me in and peer over the door.
Oh, yeah! Tell that one. That was when you're actually in a cubicle sitting down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Steve Merchant's head appeared and went, all right. And you went, what if that wasn't it? Oh, that was great.
Doing a George Michael on me.
That is one of the benefits of being very tall.
You can look over
You can look over the stalls into my lavatories.
It looks like a giraffe house. You're sitting down there and you look up, right? And he's peering over the top.
Oh, the fun we have.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
But anything intelligent.
It's
we
like
can
the
talk about.
monkeys. We are like the monkeys, aren't we, us three? I wanted to write a thing for the darkness. I want to write like the new monkeys.
Like a TV show.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay. Well, if they're listening, or their radio show, a record company are listening, or their manager, big fan of the Darkness, my favourite.
Hang on, don't make a promise
well,
like that.
No, my favourite band at the moment. We'll do a pilot. Them and the
No,
Monkeys.
but don't make
Running
that
round,
promise.
speed it up. They can have their songs in it. They can write songs specially for us.
What if they
And
can't
it's them-
act?
And it's them. They can act. They just act themselves running round. We're getting people like McGee and that to come in and sort of be the actors. And,
Yeah.
you know, all those posh actors that appear in Ali G and that.
It sounds like a lot of hard work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, forget it.
Knock it on the head.
Yeah, let's play Radiohead. Radiohead and Let Down off OK Computer on XFM 104.9. Right, let's think of some nice stuff then.
Annoyed I was yesterday.
Go on.
Just got off the train, and guy comes up to me and he says, "Excuse me, can you spare some change? I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless." And I was so angry. I was in a bad mood anyway, and I just wanted to say to him, well, there's your mistake. Go back to Liverpool. That's why you're homeless. You're in London.
Well, he might have been
You
homeless in
idiot.
Liverpool and thought...
Well, why'd you come down here?
Well, where would you rather be homeless? Liverpool or London?
Well, Algarve.
Well, no, but I mean, I'd certainly... Do you know what I mean?
But just, why am I supposed to say I'm from Liverpool and I'm homeless? Why is that supposed to be a persuading factor? Just annoyed me. I thought there was enough problems here already.
He's going for a double sympathy vote.
Yeah.
I'm homeless and I'm a Liverpoolian.
He could have just said I'm from Liverpool. I'd have given him some change. Guy he was from Manchester once. I gave him my sandwich.
Yeah.
There's a thing the other night, right? They did this programme. It's only on in London, so if you listen out of London, you won't know about it. But it's about Oxford Street, right? And
About all the thieving that goes
it's
on
like
and stuff.
thieving,
Yeah.
you know, drug problems in
Yeah.
the streets and that.
Yeah.
You know, what gets on people's nerves, those people with the boards, you know, golf sale and all that. And there's this bit that concentrated on the homeless problem, right? And he said, you know, this fella looks after the homeless. He goes up to him, says, how you doing? Are you hungry? Do you need food and that? He said, you know, a lot of people worry about the homeless, but we do try and look after them. And the Salvation Army were there, and they said, and this is where they can come if they need anything, if they need any food, or any clothes, if the shoes are worn out. And he said, "Oh, can we have a look at that?" Right? So they go in this little room where all the clothes are, and they go, and there's like a load of jumpers for them in the winter in the cold, and the camera sort of pans across, a load of ties.
Right.
For the homeless.
What?
Ties.
Ties for the homeless?
For round the neck, like, to look smart.
No, they use them as belts. I've seen a lot of...
Or as a lead for their dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about, ties?
That's what they did. They said, here's the room with all the stuff in it. Right? Jumpers for the homeless. Jumpers, shirts, trainers. And you got a load of ties. Nobody wanted one.
Some evening dress, and they got a formal function.
Any cravats? Now, where's the cummerbunds?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of being homeless outside the Royal Albert Hall tonight.
Yeah.
That's where the real pickings are.
I'm breaking in the back door of the Savoy this evening.
Oh, dear.
Another charity thing that I was reading about the other day that they're doing.
Do they give them trainers? Because I've seen a lot of tramps with new trainers, and I think there must be like a equivalent of a soup kitchen where they get shoes, because that's it must be, yeah. Otherwise, that's weird, isn't it? You blow any money, you beg all day and get a nice new pair of Nike. Yeah, no, don't waste it on clothes. Get some tenants. Get some, special brew. That's the best value. Go on.
Some smack.
Go on.
If you've got a lot of worries, you see on the street.
Little starter bag.
Take your mind off it.
Yeah,
take your mind off it.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird you say that, because, you know, a trainer's the most important thing, because, like, you know all the problems in Africa.
Sure.
Right? A lot of problems going on there.
Yeah.
The other day, they're asking for people to send their spectacles to Africa.
Right.
Would you be happy if you were over there and, like, you're hungry and that? And then they say, here you go.
Well, yeah, it must be for a reason. I don't think it's...
they've got bad eyes and that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they go round... It's not like when you see those things on Live Aid and there's people dying but they're putting specs on them.
No, I think that's what it is.
No, it's not, Carl. They sort out food and medication before they put a little pair of specs on the lads.
That isn't how he came across in the advert.
I think they probably walk hand in hand. You know, the people handing out the food are also, you know, walking alongside guys with the specs, and they're handing them out as well.
But what have they got to look at?
What?
They don't own anything. They'll realise how bad everything is. God, it's rubbish here, isn't it? I tell you, I try and help out the world. I've joined a little charity thing. They pay me £5 a month.
Yeah.
I'm all up for helping.
Yeah.
But sometimes you think, what can we do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can we do?
Okay, what can we do?
We can't do anything.
Okay.
That thing.
Play a record.
We were talking about the debt the other day. I was reading up on the amount of debt that South Africa are in and that, and it's just like, that's without any shops. Do you know what I mean? If they had shops to spend the money on, there'd be murder.
That's third world debt isn't because they bought too many smeg fridges from us. It's shopping. Look, who's been shopping? I have. Oh, well, you've gone over the top. You're on a budget now.
Yeah.
You're getting nothing but grain and blankets for the next year because you go mental. Who
just spent £1 billion in Dixon's?
Oh, God.
Forthcoming single from The Thrills, that's called Santa Cruz.
On XFM 104.9.
We were just talking about people who do good work, you know, wandering up and down Oxford Street, giving stuff to the homeless and thing.
Yeah.
And I was at they have a little kind of music festival back in my hometown of Bristol, periodically in the summer. They can never really attract any decent acts, but, you know, we support
Not
it
even
anyway.
Portishead?
No, they never turn up.
Tricky?
No.
Right.
I think that, well, this year it was Robert Plant, who sang lots of old blues covers, and people were quite bored until he played Whole Lot of Love at the end, and then we sort of went, you should have done all the old Led Zeppelin, stop playing all this other nonsense we're not interested in.
So I always set this for
Exactly,
next time.
yeah.
Robert. No.
But I was just snuck off into the woods for, you know, a waz, because I'm quite rock and roll like that. And I was passing, and these are a group of people, and I've always thought they never get enough praise, enough credit, and I genuinely, and I mean this entirely sincerely, I really do. I don't mean to be, I'm not taking the mick at all. But the St. John's Ambulance people, they're absolutely blinding because they all look like nerds. I mean, they all look like kind of, because they're normally kind of fat women or kind of blokes.
I think you're doing very well for their new recruitment campaign.
Well,
so
I was going to say,
I think you're selling it to people who
this
want
is
to
my
join.
point, Rick, is that they've not changed the uniforms in like 40 years. And it is normally, it's normally the kind of the nerds from your school who went into it or whatever. It's kind of old people. I saw them, they were all sat around in this little area. No one was, you know, they were just sat around, they were bored, they weren't really enjoying the music. And I thought, look at that, they're not that fat kid over there, I pointed him out to my mate. I said, see that fat one over there in the uniform?
With the glasses and the hairbrush forward.
The glasses, hairbrush forward,
Yeah.
the kind of blue navy jumper.
Satchel.
There's a little satchel,
Yeah.
He is never going to get off with a girl, probably until he's like 30. And even then
it gets to loosen clothes.
And even then it's because he's giving mouth to mouth to her.
yeah.
Right, and I thought he's never going to get anything. And I'll tell you this: all these trendy young girls walking around in their kind of cool summer gear, in their trendy tie dye and the like. I'll tell you, when one of them takes something that's a little bit dodgy that they bought off some guy with dreads, right? And then they're desperate for him and they zip in there. Oh, quick, my friend's, passing out. She's had a funny turn. And he's straight there with his water and his medication. Oh yeah, they need him then, but he doesn't get any action the rest of the time. She's and that's what annoyed me about it. I thought they're doing a bloody good job. They turn up at sports events, at festivals. No one gives them the time of day. You never hear any good praise about them. And they're there, sat there,
Steve,
hot or cold.
Tell me the truth now. Did you join the St John's ambulance last week to get some birds?
Got no action.
Really?
I had no action. And I've been passing some dodgy E's around all the festivals.
By the way, your dreads are awful. You can see they're fake.
They're made out of newspaper.
They're awful. You really do look an idiot.
But seriously, I'm all joking aside, I genuinely wanted to give some massive props. If I could give some big ups to the St. John's people, because I genuinely, without any joking, I genuinely think they do a brilliant job.
Could I just say how good I think the Salvation Army are? Because you see those elderly ladies with surgical supports, a lot of them, all look like Thor herd.
Yep. Well, that's a prerequisite to get into that particular army.
And they play that bloody tambourine, rain or shine.
Yeah.
And they are just, all they're trying to do is, save you from burning in hell. And they don't get any respect.
Of the Salvation Army, do they, would they have to get called off?
Yeah, they'd be, it'd be the Gurkhas first, then all the regulars, then the TAs. I think then it's sort of like police,
lifeguards,
yeah, down to I think AA, and then it's the Salvation Army.
Right.
We send in the Salvation Army. Obviously, if really, I've lost a lot of casualties,
sure.
And they're the last to go.
Yeah, but they are all highly trained, aren't they? All those old women, they can kill a man.
Yeah,
with a single blow.
Yeah. So good to them. Good to the John's Ambulance. Good to Salvation Army. Big up.
But I think we should just, if I might introduce a new feature every week, let's just give some props. Let's just give some massive respect to someone who doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah. Who doesn't get enough respect? Who's done a blinding job? Mother Teresa. She's
gone now. She's gone. She won't be listening anyway.
Who's the best person there is? Who's the best person there is? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call, either Carol Vorderman or, Esther Anson and say who's the best one you've ever met that, did something.
Yeah.
Alright?
And we'll heap praise upon them next week.
Yeah.
Great.
What?
I just don't like, They know they're doing a good job.
Right.
If I did that job, I want a pat on the back.
You wouldn't need a pat on the back.
And people are starting to, it's like Carol Vorderman. I like her. She's alright. She does a good job. But now that Better Homes, they only tend to turn up at people who have had problems. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, leave it.
Kitchen.
Okay, wait. Come on, what do you mean?
No, it used to start off and it's like...
I haven't seen Better Homes. What is Better Homes?
They go around and do someone's house up.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But then they get a bit of bad news. And Carol thinks, I'll cheer them up, I'll give them a new kitchen.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because if you haven't had bad news, it doesn't mean you're not worth a new kitchen.
Did you send in an application?
Yeah. You say that I'm bald, I'm from Manchester.
Well, if you'd written that, they'd have rushed round.
Yeah. What do you mean? What they say, so-and-so's had a bad year, his mum died, he lost his leg, and all he's ever wanted is a chaise longue and a hostess trolley.
And the annoying thing is, right, they might not be the ones who write in, it might be a neighbour.
Yeah.
But they also get something sorted out for them.
Really?
So even though the neighbours had a bit of bad news, they go, I'll cash in on this one. I'll send a letter into old Carol, tell her that, Mum's passed away.
Yeah.
I'll get a new conservatory sorted.
Sure.
And sometimes the neighbour gets a better deal than the person who... Do you know what I mean? The person who's had a bit of bad news gets like a new little kitchen, whatever. Neighbour next door,
Leave the
conservatory.
kitchen, let it go, Carl.
New decking in the
You had to pay for your own
garden.
kitchen.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Is it all
the
done now, the
kitchen sorted, bathroom news.
You had trouble with the grouting, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, we got to do, look, play a record, we got to do the results. And then we got to do Monkey News.
Could we quickly do the results?
Well, you say we've got to do the results. There's not people hanging on for them.
Let's do it and just knock it out there before...
Well, let's play a tune, let's come out and do it.
Eddie and the Hot Rods, yeah, surely. Eddie and the Hot Rods, do anything you want to do. That's uplifting, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh, the drumming. Brilliant. takes me back, all the way back to 1978 on XFM 104.9.
What were you doing? What are your memories?
I was actually probably dancing around miming the drums to that in my bedroom. In fact, I remember...
Were you nude?
No. I remember, I think I had that one on a single, but I'd got it from an old jukebox, so it didn't have a middle.
Sure.
Right, I think they're called dinked, right? And so I had to line it up really carefully, and sometimes by the end it would just slightly go out where the record was moving. Well, I just had to... Interesting anecdote there.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
What a lovely insight.
Thank you for asking me what I was doing 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Carl, quick, the results, then monkey news. I need some monkey news, but I need the results first. I'll play it again and give the answers. Here we go.
Songs of
Competition.
phrase.
Songs of phrase.
Name the artist.
Name the artist.
I know you're just 16, but looking all
Hue and Cry.
That's...
Who's that?
Hang on. It's not our fault.
Well, that's Philip Bailey again. That's too little.
older.
Right, it was...
That was Roxette. The Look.
Yeah. Right, we had, Hue and Cry started it off.
Yeah.
16. That was Dean Martin. Because Jane's
That's
Addiction.
Addiction, yeah.
Because
Because, yeah.
Chinese Philip Bailey.
Philip Bailey, that's second outing he's had.
Look.
Last one, we used him for Chinese, where there was this hairy Chinese kid. He's never got so many royalties being used in racist game shows. Brilliant.
Then Roxette and finishing with George Michael.
Oh dear.
So
Brilliant.
right.
Who's the winner?
Well, the winner, actually, it looks to me like he's got all of them here, from Bognor Regis. It's Stuart Birch. Well done, Stuart, and you get that bag of tat.
Bognor Regis.
Yep.
Oh,
Just need his
takes me
address.
back as well.
Yeah, if you just email in your address, Stuart, and you can have those goodies. If you're not interested, don't bother.
Steve. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, monkey-related news from Karl Pilkington.
Right. Do you know the monkey that went into space?
Yeah.
Yep.
It happened in 1958.
Right.
Now you know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did he do next?
What
he
did the
do
monkey do next?
Yeah.
One appearance on Celebrity Squares and it was like forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, cut a novelty record.
Yeah, just like Rick Waller.
I'll tell you what happened. He got back and all that.
Got back. Heroes welcome.
NASA sort of said, you know, you did a good job. And that's where a lot of people think, you know, it all ended.
Sure.
Yeah.
But NASA were like, well, hang on a minute. We
He's
spent a lot
trained.
of time, we've trained him up and stuff. So he's like, you know, he's saying, sure, you know, I've learned a lot, I've still got it all, I've kept it all, I know what to do. So they said, right, we'll use you. So he turned into like a bit of a trainer at NASA.
We wanted to send you out on the top of an organ.
You put on this little bellhop outfit.
Could you smoke fags?
Yeah.
I'll have a go.
So they were getting in new monkeys. You know, the main man at NASA was saying, can you teach these the sound? He's going, of course I can. Do you know what I mean? I remember it all, I know what's going on, I'll tell them what buttons to press, what to do in emergencies, that sort of thing. It was technically sort of employed by the army.
Right,
Because
can I just fit in here? I don't know the story, Carl, and I might embarrass myself here. You've got an army of people out there that will probably send me an equally deranged email from a different website, but I'm pretty sure when they sent the monkey into space, it was to monitor his physiology. He didn't press any buttons or learn to dock or take off. It was just the effects of weightlessness and space on basically a primate. I'm pretty sure he was tied in with electrodes to his head. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I could be
people-
But even if that were the case, and he had learned to press one or two very basic buttons...
Definitely not. Definitely
But
not.
even if it were the case, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't have brought him back to train up Neil Armstrong.
Right, definitely. Go on.
Him
then.
going, Neil, what are you going to say when you come out there?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of just saying, hello, I'm on the moon.
Hello, it's made of cheese. Don't say that.
Don't
What
say
about... I've noticed that you got little legs,
Yeah.
right? But mankind stepped forward. Well, how could I put that?
I was just going to say, hello, I'm on the moon, it's great to be here, wish you were here.
I've got to think so.
Hi,
better than that.
Mum.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, basically he got back. They sorted him out with a nice pension. He was happy. Because of, like, the rank that he got, he was like, you know, he had loads of medals and stuff. He said, right, we'll make him a colonel. He got that. Like I say, he got a pension. How does it end? He died in 1969. He was buried with his wife. He passed away.
His wife. I'm sure it just goes on to a different website about something completely different. And
Yeah,
it's
you're
just
talking about Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. His page is missing. Oh dear.
So,
Well, Carl, if someone could call in Did they train Leica the dog to sort of like, you know, dock and
He never made
re-entry?
it back, did he, Leica?
They didn't bother. They didn't even bother.
Didn't bother bringing him
They
back.
just sent him up there, and they didn't have technology to bring him back. And they just went, yeah, that's that. That's brilliant. Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think of that, Carl? Rubbish, isn't it?
Sort of brought it down a bit. But
But the little monkey made a colonel. Hero. Big hero. What was he in? What craft was he in? Sputnik.
just hang on a minute. He was in Jupiter AM.
Yeah.
Let me see that piece of paper. Let me
Yeah,
put the
I
thing.
can guarantee there's nothing there about his training other than let's hope he's not sick on the control panel when we shoot him up at 400 Gs. Oh dear. I love the fact that you think that this monkey was a high... Do you know what I mean? Do you, when you think of these things that are less in the monkey's face, do you think of the Planet of the Apes? Like they're sort of talking, sort of chimps and gorillas, and they're in tunics on horseback with snub-nosed rifles. What do you think of?
Just a little monkey getting on with it. He knows his job, he knows what he's got to do, he gets on with it.
Look, he's pressed the button. Watch him press the button. This takes me back. Do you remember 1965, I think it was?
We're going to use him to train other DJs.
That's it then.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
Alright, so, here's the first bit.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, there's this monkey, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think his name was number 6 or number 7 or something, right? In this lab, right? Yeah. And anyway, it's in there with like, you know, the rabbits and little mice and stuff like that. And the
rabbit smoking.
The nurse, right? The nurse, not the nurse, the woman who works in the lab. What would you call her? Is it a nurse?
Depends. What depends what her job was. If she was a lab assistant, you call her a lab assistant.
All right.
I mean, they probably call her by her name.
All right, lab assistant, right?
Kirsty.
So she's...
I think it's probably Kirsty.
Right,
Kirsty Morris.
Well, she's in there, right?
Yeah.
And she don't work with many people and that. She's mainly on her own with, you know, just putting lipstick on rabbits and stuff like that, right?
Chimp fancies her.
So,
Chimp fancy her. He's putting on lipstick, chimp fancies her because she's got hairy legs.
He gets pally, right, with this woman.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it gets to a point when she sees him every day.
It's the way he sort of tries to string out like it's a narrative love story. Did the chimp put its hand out and grabbed her, and then you thinking that he made a move on her?
So
right, come on,
he's allowed out. He's allowed out.
Oh, it's not a story, is it?
He's allowed out the cage and what have you every day. So he's wandering about, and as time goes on, he's watching what she's doing more and more. Yeah. Right. So he notices like the code on the door, right? Right. Whatever, 247 or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, right, I've clocked that, I've got that, I'll remember that, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, right, there's a lot of lipstick and that knocking about, a lot of makeup.
Right, okay. No, there's no way.
Finish.
No, because
So-
Steve, you know what's going to happen.
Let him finish.
I know what's going to happen.
So he's there.
It's ridiculous.
And he's going, well, if it's there, you know what I mean? So while she's messing about with the rabbit, he gets there, he's in front of the mirror, putting a little bit of lippy on. Right?
You are no! I can't. It's gone too far. No, it's gone too far, Steve.
Right,
Your mic's off, Rick. He's finishing the story.
So-
Turn mine off as well.
It's gone too far.
Turn him off. Just let him finish.
Right, so the thing is, right, it's this monkey wandering about. It's got lipstick, it's got mascara on, it's looking pretty
I
good.
didn't mention the mascara.
It's looking all right, right? So it knows the code on the door, 247, right? So when she's sort of messing about with the rabbit, right, he goes, right, here's my chance. It's looking good, 247, out the door, through the reception man's there. He's like, all right, Kirsty, right?
Don't talk shit.
I Feel Free from Cream. That's pretty much the last track, isn't it, guys? I imagine on XFM 104.9.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got nothing to say after that ridiculous story. I mean, that's worse than the bank robbery to me.
Yeah.
That he clocks that, and the bloke on the desk. All right, Kirsty. Oh, you're 2 foot shorter and hairy.
She wasn't a looker anyway. So.
She wasn't a looker anyway. Brilliant.
Right, you ready then? So, just in case you haven't heard it before, I'll give you some initials of a band or an artist.
We're not doing Rockbusters now, are we?
Yeah, I thought, well, we've just...
Oh, no, we keep that going. Then we got. I love educating Ricky. That's my favourite thing now.
Well, what do you want to do, Steve? I mean,
let's do the clues.
It's just like he's sort of bigged up the prize.
And so this is only by email. Give the email address out now for people to write it down now, Carl.
Right, it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Only entries on email.
Yeah.
You're going to get 3 clues. You've got to get them all right.
And you win all the
You
stuff.
win all those prizes you said. Okay, Carl, go on then.
Right, and just a quick example, one of the first ones we did, it was like AK, and the clue was exploding pet,
Yeah.
and it was atomic kitten, right?
yeah.
So you understand how it works now. These are your clues. The first one, that army has got some nice trenches.
That army has got some nice trenches. Excellent.
And the initials there are DW.
Do you write some of the questions for 15 to 1?
Go on.
So that army has got some
similar
nice
phrasing.
trenches, okay.
Okay.
The second one,
What were the initials there, Carl, on that person?
DW.
DW.
Yeah. Right, the second one, the top of them curtains are all wrecked. All the materials all worn.
He acts it out though. We've got to get him on telly. We have got to get him on telly because his little face and his gestures.
That's the second one. The initials being HV. Okay, the top of those curtains are wrecked. All the materials all worn out. Right, HV. And the final one is the final clue. I was in Texas the other week. Right, I tripped and landed on my knees in a puddle.
What's the
Initials WH for that one. So I was in Texas, I tripped up, landed on my knees in a puddle. So that's WH.
Incredible.
You've got it.
Is it great?
It's fantastic. It's desperate.
Okay, tell me during the record. Do you remember you're playing for these compilation albums? We got the Fatboy Slim DVD, Linda Green on VHS, and of course Executive Decision starring Kurt Russell as well.
Oh God.
So, Steve, do you want to pick a winner?
I've got a winner when you give us the answers.
Okay, so the first clue was that army has got some nice trenches.
Yeah.
That was DW.
Who's that?
Dandy Warhols.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
All right.
It's good, yeah.
The second one, the top of them curtains are wrecked, all the material is worn.
Yeah.
HV, that's Holly Valance.
Oh, he got a phone call for a woman saying I haven't heard it, and he was talking to her off air, and she went, what is it? So-and-so, them's curtains. She went, oh right. He said, you know the thing around the top of the curtain is a palmet, not a valance, and he went, cut her off.
Yeah, but my auntie's always making balances on everything. I'll tell you about that next week, right?
I'm looking forward to that.
Is this the one that farted for 5 minutes?
Yeah, the very same.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll talk about that. I was in Texas, I tripped up, I landed on my knees in a puddle, WH,
Yeah.
wet knee Houston, right?
Wet knee Houston.
Yeah. So,
You're a maniac.
So, who's a winner?
We've got Pete, Catherine and Laura in Newcastle upon Tyne. They're listening online, I assume, and they're
on
going to
Sky
get
Digital.
those great places. And remember, they got loads of stuff. They got the DVD here. They got Linda Green. They got Stone Roses. They got another compilation and Executive Decision.
No, like, again, I spoke to you in the week, and I had much better things, like when I tell you about Brian Blessed climbing Everest, and for some reason it made him, it played havoc with his belly, and he followed through and he had to clean up.
Shut himself?
Yeah, using ice and snow.
Why are you telling me that Brian Blessed, in what way is telling me that Brian Blessed shit himself once in any way educational?
Because I was saying how he was climbing Everest, right?
Right.
I give it to him, he's an actor and that, but he gave that a go.
Yeah.
Right? It played...
What's the point of that, you'd say, wouldn't you?
You'd say, God, he's you know...
So he's alright. Me doing a boxing match for no reason is rubbish, but him climbing Everest and shitting himself...
Yeah, he did that.
Is commendable.
Right, and he's only going to, like, go and do it again. He's going to climb it again.
Yeah, but he might not shit himself this time.
Yeah, what's the point in going? Nothing's changed up there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
Has it been?
Well, it has. They've probably cleared it up by now. Like, but it's slip on it.
I can't even
Read about Brian Blessed. Is it actually true, or have you libelled someone else?
It was an interview with him in it.
And what did he say?
Oh,
Come on, what did he say?
He said I climbed Everest and I played havoc with me belly. Let's talk about it next week. We've really run out now.
Oh, you're a fool.
I mean, it's mad. I was thinking about it the other day, right? I used to think I had quite a normal upbringing.
You didn't.
Right? And someone was talking
Your
about
mother once told you not to go to school because it was windy, Carl. It was not a normal upbringing.
The cat was being sick, so she shaved it, so it was easier to clean.
Right, well, my mum and dad went on holiday, right? And I stayed at the Rosses down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Only a kid, must have been about 5 or something, right? And I was always running around in the house. I had a lot of energy as a kid. What the Rosses did, they had this cat that was dead violent, the most violent sort of angry cat I have ever witnessed.
A tiger.
It was honestly, Steve, if it was bigger, it would have been, because it was just always having a go at you.
Yeah.
If you went to pat it on the head, it went to bite you and stuff. And what they used to do with it, to stop me running around, I'd sort of be running around, and then I'd get a bit tired, and they'd say, have a lie down on the settee. So I'd lie down on the settee and I'd nod off. And what they used to do, I'd wake up and I'd put the cat on my belly. Right? So I'd be scared to move because it's like it's going to get me.
But it would keep you there.
It kept me there, and it used to sort of slaver on me, and they'd sort of, go out or whatever, and I'd be lying there. That's not normal, is it?
Carl, sorry, were you created by the Brothers Grimm for one of their fairy tales? What kind of a life is that?
A cat paperweight to keep Karl in place. He keeps blowing around. It's windy. We'll have to weigh him down. Be careful. Your mum probably told him that it's a windy day. You got to get something heavy on him. Otherwise, he just gets blown into the road. God
Bless him.
Well, Karl, what are your thoughts? Why have you stuck it out here?
Nothing better coming in, I thought.
Well, I'll tell you why, because you're always on holiday. You don't do a lot. You get paid, well, doesn't he, really? He's a moany. He doesn't try and get on at all. He doesn't deal with people. He moans about everything. And, so he's...
I'm alright, I've got my own little room and that.
Yeah. Like a cage. It is like a cage, isn't it? And he goes, shut the door, shut the door. If people walk past, he goes, shut the door. He doesn't want them looking in. He's like a miserable old chimp. We noticed today how much he is simian, isn't he?
He's very strange, actually. We maybe should try and get a picture on the website, because Karl's arms are particularly chimp-like. It's very, very strange.
Because he's got that he's got long downy hair. It's
and
not
the
like,
long extended knuckles.
Yeah, and his totally round face, that sort of the chin goes back, and the dome of his cranium. I think, quite seriously, I know we sort of share about 98.5% of our genetic material with bonobos and chimpanzees, but I think he's got a little bit more.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's a little bit of a throwback. Just his line, they just kept to this sort of really the ugliest one in the cave.
Yeah.
And the tree, and he really didn't. He didn't come out of it. I'm not saying you are, I don't think you'd... Well, you are. Yeah, you're chimp-like.
No, it does annoy me. My hair annoys me on my body and that. Because I've got like hair on me little toes and that.
Have you?
And on the legs.
Would you see your little toes? Can you pick things up with them?
No, tried.
Okay.
Well, that's the finale of this week's show. We're going to see if he can play a record and put the fader up
From a tyre, while swinging in a tyre.
Just using his hairy toes.
Yeah.
I've sort of got hair all the way, but then it just runs out where it should be.
On the top of your head.
Top of your head. It's just-
Is this part of the reason why you're always uncomfortable about, being nude or around naked people? Is that partly the reason, do you think, because you look so grotesque?
Well, when I'm on holiday, I don't really like wandering about without a top on unless, like, it's a quiet beach or whatever.
Sure. So what would you normally wear?
Need. I just have like a nice sort of light, summery, sort of linen shirt, maybe, just a few top buttons open.
Yeah.
But I don't like... The naked body isn't that nice anyway, is it? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, if you're a cat and you're shaved, you don't look that nice. You know what I mean? But with
I think you'll find a cat is naked even with its fur on. Cats don't wear clothes.
No, but what I mean is, a bald cat isn't that good. You know it does me head in that I'm bald. I'm not, I wish if I could have hair, it would be nice, but that's life.
Would you prefer animals to wear clothes like Mickey Mouse does? Or Goofy?
You know that I don't like nudist and all that. We've done it.
But don't you think sometimes you could sort of like maybe fancify a little bit, like if there was such a thing as an ape salon, and there isn't, Karl. There isn't, right? Would you give a orangutan a trim, maybe sort of his hair? Because some of those look like they're going bald, but they've got a comb over,
they
don't
should
they?
just have a shave. When it's like that. That's what I did. Just take it back.
And the underarms as well. Yeah, they've really got a lot of underarm hair. Even the women ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know. I don't know. I don't even know where they breed. I don't know how they laid some of those horrible old hairy ginger orangutans.
Yeah, they are particularly grim, some of those.
I know, yeah.
The big ones.
I know.
Ginger ones.
Yeah.
You can't be happy, can they? What is that? Where did that happen, the ginger thing? Why do people give them, like, a hard time and that?
Well, you just gave them a hard time then, so why did you do it? You were just buying in, were you, to
people do sort of give... I don't understand why, but ginger people get quite a bit of stick, and I've never understood it.
No, well, it's just, I don't know why. I
They
don't
do,
know.
though, don't they?
I don't know, it might be historical, it might have been because... I'm sure they don't everywhere in the world. I'm sure it's probably...
No, they are. They're always... I've said to you about even, like, ginger cats, they're always fat because they're sort of sick of it, probably.
Play a record!
Wait. What do you mean? Ginger cats, what do you mean?
Well, when you
they're
see a
sick of it?
ginger cat...
They've been eating, like, because they're
'cause
upset.
fed up and
They've been
that.
bullied.
You
and
never
things.
see, like, a thin, happy ginger cat running about. It's always overweight and looking a bit fed up. It's just a good point, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's a good point, Carl. It's a point.
So last week, the Chinese don't age well. Now, anything ginger, including cats,
Yeah.
are sick of it.
No, but I'm just saying...
Are
I
you
don't-
ginger? Would you like to take issue with any of Carl's points? 83
I know a few
XFM is the
ginger-
text. You can text us. Maybe you've seen a thin ginger cat.
I'm not having a go, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's weird how people give them a hard time. And it's if I could have hair, I'd go for ginger hair rather than being bald.
Really?
That was Radiohead and They're There. We're Not Here, alright? Pre-recorded. Coming up is one of Carl's little things. Enjoy it.
I've got that feature Educating Ricky, which is a bit of a play on words as well. Right? Do you know the film, Steve?
Educating Rita.
Yeah.
I see what you've done. Go
I'm
on.
doing that and I teach Ricky stuff.
What do you teach me, Carl?
Well, I've got a few different topics.
Go on.
Do you know, like how you taught me about Hitler and Che Guevara and Winston Churchill? I'm going to come in with topics every week, and this week I've got
Ghosts?
No, hanging bacon is one of the topics.
Say that again?
Hanging bacon.
Hanging bacon.
All the titles.
Francis Bacon.
No, all the titles are sort of named to sort of tease you and get you more interested in it.
Hanging bacon. Well, you certainly intrigued.
Go on, what's another title one?
Hairy Chinese kid.
I'd go for that one.
If there was a university degree with that title.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go for Hairy Chinese Kid,
And
I
the
think.
final one,
Yeah.
Alien gives man a beard.
Right.
Alien gives man a beard.
I am going to burst. Right, listen, Carl, you've got to tell me. Right, first, right, let's do it in
No,
reverse
we're
order.
not going to do it now anyway.
What do you mean? We've got to do it now. This is the first interesting thing you've said in an hour. Okay, the listeners have just been subjected to rubbish and mistakes and everything for the last 6 months. Please, we've got to do Alien Gives Man a Beard. What is that? Tell us that.
Right.
Sorry, this is just you telling me something, is it? This feature is you telling me something.
I'm teaching you something. Educating Ricky.
So are we playing it now? We're already into this feature. Well into this feature, are we?
Yeah, I suppose we are, yeah.
Should there not be a jingle or something?
Yeah, can we have a
Well, there's
jingle?
no point, because look, I come up with ideas and you dismiss them straight away, so I'm not wasting my time making stuff.
Right.
If you don't like
well, okay,
it.
let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So-
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
Right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, hairy Chinese kid, alien gives man a beard.
I think Alien gives man a beard.
I'd like
all
to
the
do
time.
that.
Right, there's this fella, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
God, if you're bored.
he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there,
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
and he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He has.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is, he took him and
Yeah.
he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's
the
grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was lying? What if he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious. He'd had a car crash.
Just
any
lying.
number of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3 days
And that
with
was
his
his
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
He's not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, she didn't know I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played out.
So when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean? Add a little bit more.
We'll add a bit more to this. What I'm educating you about.
Go on.
Right. There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Carl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here?
I'm listening to Capital and these headphones. I got Foxy on from yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No, wait, it's great. No,
I want to hear about Airy Chinese Kid.
Let's play a tune. And
Okay,
then come
play a
back
tune,
with
come back with Chinese
Wait,
Kid,
wait,
definitely.
some doors.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just thought I'd go back,
Oh.
take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch a UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this. I remember, I think all kids go through a phase of shoplifting.
Well.
And when I was going through it, I used to just little things, just like magic markers and magazines, Mars bars, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And one day, right, that my mate, Anthony, his mum called up my mum and said, I've got to meet up with you. I've got to have a word with you. And she said, what about? She said, I don't want to talk about it over the phone. So she goes, oh, right. Well, yeah, come round tonight then. So anyway, my mum sees me. She don't want to be in an awkward position and, like, be a bit embarrassed and what have you. So she sees me and she goes, right, Anthony's mum's coming round. What have you been doing?
Yeah.
So I go, oh, God. I said, I've been nicking stuff. So she goes, like, what? So, not big stuff. I've had a few calculators and Mars bars and stuff.
How many? I'll just work it out. Hold on. Works out at 7.2 per day.
So,
How many calculators do you need?
so anyway, so it was when that phase.
You failed maths, didn't you?
Everyone wanted a calculator. It was like a trendy thing, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. In Manchester a couple of years ago, yeah.
So anyway, so I told her all this and I confessed to, like,
Computers will make it there one day.
I confessed to
There's magic in the back of battery. Go on.
confessed to nicking all this stuff. She comes round. She only wanted to borrow some money.
Brilliant.
She said, oh, I don't like asking. I was a bit embarrassed to ask you over the phone, but can I borrow 20 quid?
Oh, that's fantastic.
And there's me. Bloody,
That's great.
and it's similar sort of thing to yours.
And did you...
And he went, hold on, I'm going to work out the interest on that. I bank 10%. She'll owe you £4.40. Yeah. Oh, dear.
so your mum was a loan shark.
yeah.
And did she mention
She
that
went,
you
I just-
stuff with that other? Because what I'm saying is, presumably you got your mate in trouble.
No.
Right, you didn't.
That's great.
Anyway, should we have some more music? Because we've
go
been
on.
waiting for hours.
What are you going to play, Carl?
We've got the Cooper Temple Clause
Oh,
lined up.
brilliant.
And the story, it's all sort of, you know, how he's being pushed about by his
Again,
wife.
that's not literally.
By his wife, she's wheeling him about. What do you
He's
mean?
wheeling him about. They go to a party. Everyone sort of looks round and looks at him.
What makes you think? What makes you think that he's in a wheelchair? What's the clues? What's the words?
There's loads of little things. There's
Go on.
like, well, like I say, something about his wife walking around with me and all that. Well, of course she is. She's pushing him about.
But walking around. If someone said, "Oh, she was walking around with me," I'd think they were both walking round.
There's a few.
But that's
different
not.
lines.
Well, there must be another. There must be a reason why you suddenly thought that fella's in a wheelchair.
Right. My wife's walking around with
Put on
me.
your makeup, and I feel alright.
No, and she's always saying, "Do you feel all right?" And that she's always asking him how he is.
Yeah, but she's.
Just listen. Let me play it, right? And try and picture the scene, right?
But now I'm only thinking of a little fella in a wheelchair.
Well, have a listen to it,
Oh.
and you know, just everything that's been said.
Okay.
Understand why I'm thinking what I'm thinking.
No, never.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. No clue yet, yeah.
He's just sat there watching, probably.
No. There's no...
Waiting until he's done.
Yeah, no clue. Okay.
No, that's all right.
Right, that's just a woman getting ready, and he's fine.
Yeah, he's just sat there and
he's got a great pair of legs.
Right, well, he's sat there in the wheelchair watching.
No, he's not in a wheelchair.
Listen. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody looks at him.
No, her. He's saying she turns heads.
Walking around with him.
Yeah, walking around with me. We're both walking around.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's a nice thing to say.
He's all right. Right?
Yeah, he is all right, because he's got a great pair of legs.
Right, he might not have any legs and that, but he's happy.
He has got legs.
Right.
He has got legs. I don't know why you think he's in a wheelchair.
There's no clue whatsoever. It seems to be based solely on, do you feel all right?
Yeah,
Which she's
you
just
only
saying
say that
because they're together at a party. Maybe he doesn't know anyone else there.
Leg. Right? Just hang on. So he can't drive.
because he's drunk. Probably he's had a great time. He's been dancing
Puts him to bed.
because he's drunk.
Well, is he though?
He's turned out the light.
His hands work. Is that it?
Yeah, there's no clue.
But the thing is, that's what I'm picturing.
But that doesn't mean it happened. You picture people that are half man, half moth. It doesn't mean it's possible. Do you know what I mean, Carl? What you think is usually not true. Suzanne is totally right. There is no reason. I have never, ever thought that Eric Clapton was singing about a little fella in a wheelchair. And the one clue in that, there's two, isn't there? Are you all right? Oh, let me say that, little cripple. Right, and I'll give her the car keys. Oh, well, why is she driving? He ain't got any legs.
Pushing him around and that.
No, pushing around.
So he'll do one more next week then.
Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and a great record that preceded or followed it. I'm not sure. But could I make some dedications?
Yeah.
Because I last week. Just before we had to come in to record this, I popped out trying to get onto the tube, and I had a nightmare because there were millions of protesters, so-called protesters. Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active, and I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody government.
I wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Imagine his aides rushing in and going, George W., look at this guy. Where's that? That's in London, England. Okay, call off the forces.
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It is the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in the jester's hat. Call the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits. Can I just ask Carl how he got on over Christmas? Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend. I had to say I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas present?
Yeah, but I said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Didn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went, I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it, but I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it was a dear. It was like 150 quid for a meal for two, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
All right, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding, I'm not mental.
Yeah. So you treated her to some other stuff?
Yeah, some bits and bobs.
What,
and then
she chose them and you paid for them?
What, the presents?
Yeah.
No,
you chose them and she paid for them, but, you know, it's the thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what did you buy?
Shops. Well, just some bits.
It might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
Yeah, but
bits and pieces.
Leave out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday... Right.
A monkey wrench and a new washer for the shower.
Yeah. Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh, dear.
Now, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
Right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right, but she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what
You've
they
got
are now,
to tell
Carl.
us what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what
No,
they are.
it doesn't
does, Carl. It's you, mate. Of course
it doesn't
matters.
matter.
Oh, God!
Have you just remembered?
Yeah!
Right, but there's no need.
I've got to tell him, Carl. I really want your permission because I don't want to be I know it's not, but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in a way, right, the way I look at it is, right, Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not...
Please let me tell him, Carl.
Well, let me just tell you first, though.
Oh.
Let me tell you why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right? First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway, right, with that present, because I bought her some shoes yesterday, and she did say, I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home, I said, it's all right. I said, you can have them, right? So not only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day, I got her shoes. She's probably had a
And they feel like a horse.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, yeah, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
I
she's
have
done...
fed and clothed
Yeah,
her.
did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? So, the thing
She's
is...
done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some Lego.
When I was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8, right?
Oh, this is going to make me cry, isn't it, this?
No, it's not. I'm just
Go on.
saying the way it is, right? I woke up at about 4 in the morning. And I was like, oh, what I forgot? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, oh, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes. Sure.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 in the morning, opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now, went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get. It's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the presents?
What you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Rick, did you get a brick?
No, let me tell him now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she said, she came. I said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No, it
No,
wasn't,
it wasn't a joke.
It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after the year, past Boots, thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, some value.
Right, you passed the
Were
makeup.
they used?
Right, but
Passed the
anyway,
makeup. You passed all the other.
Past the
feminine
makeup,
stuff.
past the lovely vanity cases,
Yeah.
the foot spas.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bathroom
Oh,
products.
hold on. How much are these, love, for 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get them reduced if I buy in bulk?
So how many did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild
Well,
time
you don't
with
need to wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And then what did she say when she opened them?
I'm
No,
just-
wait. Carl, what did she say?
Right, play a record and we'll come back to this. Oh, you're worse than my father. That's genius.
Me and Carl went out, right? With me and Jane, Carl and Johnny and Gigi, wasn't it?
Gigi,
Is it important who went?
No.
Okay.
But we're walking down the street. Carl was there, though, and he can back me up on this. We had a curry. We were walking back, and this little funny homeless fella, didn't he? He, I got to tell it before I go, didn't he?
Yes.
He came up to me, right? And he recognised it. And he came up to me and he went, he said, I've just nicked 5 of your DVDs from HMV. And he shook my hand. He was so happy with it. And I went, right, excellent. He went, all I do is I just swing the bag over the top. Like that when I'm going out, and he had a bag full of DVDs, didn't he? And he was so pleased to tell me that he'd stolen. That great.
He said they're going like hotcakes.
Yeah, he said they're going up. Of course they are.
Yeah, you're nicking them.
Yeah. I know. We get paid for them, though, don't we?
So not the stolen ones.
Don't we?
No. What do you mean? Did you sign them for him? I know you would, you idiot. What? So he just nicked 5.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And you say he was homeless, was he?
Well, he don't know. Maybe.
No.
Surely, how would he have seen the show? He'd just walked past Curry's one morning.
Dixon's.
Yeah.
That's any
Seen a
idea.
trailer for it. I thought, interesting.
I don't know if he was homeless. I didn't go into his home
Sure.
life.
He
But,
shook his hand though, and
but he made Carl look smart. Do you know what I mean? So, how does he sell them? Where does he sell them? Does he go to people and go, do you want an Office DVD? They're not nicked.
Yeah.
£4.
Yeah, exactly. Are these stolen?
No. They've still got the tags on them.
So then I was thinking, imagine like going to the doctors and he's saying, yeah, everything's all right, your heart's good and everything, but
Your art's good? What, your Larry's, or?
yeah, your heart, you're in good form and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good news. You know, I had Giano in earlier. He's not looking good.
Yeah. I had Fat Swaller.
But you're all right. But your hands need to come off.
Right. Blimey.
But
That's bad. Like, I get a second opinion initially.
But I better good news, I've got a nice pair of feet I can sort you out with.
Yeah.
And he puts them on, and then I was thinking, right, first of all, washing up, what would that be like? But
Steve!
that'd be tricky. Yeah. And then the second thing was, it'd probably ruin the sort of the shape of your jumper.
Because you have to keep putting the feet through there. Yeah.
And then I thought, but I could still cycle in.
Okay.
To work.
You could run in.
Well, that's the thing.
You'd be really fast.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I thought I could still cycle because I could balance, and then I thought, but the only thing is I probably couldn't pull the brakes. Because of the little short things.
Yeah.
And then, like you, I thought, but then again, you're running in half the time. So that's what was going on in last night.
Right.
That's what I was thinking about.
Did you
How
ever...
long did this take?
Well, how long does it take to wash up?
Right. Because I imagine you just being there for, like, all night.
Probably 25 minutes.
How long did the little Chinese fella dance for in his pants?
He's always doing it. Last night he was at it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend never sits in the same room as him. She's always sat in the bedroom.
She's going, you dance in pants again, I go in next door.
Well, she was in the bedroom. She's always in the bedroom, sat on the floor, on the mobile phone.
Right.
All the time, yeah. It's weird how people's lives are just like, it's like that Groundhog Day thing. It's like, you know, he's jumping about in his underpants. The old woman's sat there reading a book.
Yeah.
And that's what got me thinking about my life.
Do you think she ever
Are
goes...
you sure she's not dead? Every time you look down there, she's just flicking through it. She's just reading this book. The pages never turn. She never seems to finish it. She never moves from her chair.
Are you sure the Chinese girl's
cats
going...
are dead around her.
I'm going into next door again. That little round-headed
the
fella's
smell.
looking in. He's looking in at me. The bouncer goes, "Don't worry, love, I'll go and beat him up." But he's always
true.
getting ready.
That's true.
They see you staring at him, washing up, going, "I could have feet here," and they get scared. The old woman's dead. Oh,
Carl,
dear.
can you tell us roughly which neighbourhood you live in, so that we know?
It's central.
Central, is it?
Yeah.
Wow, imagine if that little... Was he a Chinese fella, did you say?
Yeah.
Imagine if he was listening now. I'd love him to call in and explain his actions.
Well, he might be on some other radio station talking about a lad who's always washing up and looking at his hands in a mysterious way.
But do we know this doctor that would go, "Well, all right, Carl, you can either leave them as stumps or I've got a lovely little pair of feet." Why? I mean, I told Jane this, and Jane went, "Is that the only choice? Could say, could I have some dead man's hands? Have you got any? Where do you get the feet from? Where do you get the feet from? Can I have? What would you rather have then? Human feet or monkey paws?"
Well, I mean, that wasn't an option last night. If the doctors said...
No, it wasn't an option last night, but don't forget, it's in your head, Carl. This didn't happen.
No, but I'm just saying, at the time, that's all the doctor had to offer.
But you know, it's your head, you can go anywhere. No, it wasn't a real doctor to offer. It's in your head, you can go anywhere. You're not trapped.
Yeah, but if you can do anything, then you'd say, we'll sort us out some other hands.
Fair point. Let's play record.
We gotta come back to this.
50 Cent in Da Club on XFM 104.9.
We're playing our favourite singles of the year, and we're looking back over some of our favourite clips of the year.
You know, you've done maths, you think?
Yeah.
Did no revision for that?
No.
Okay. English, do you remember what it was? Did they ask you about Shakespeare? Did they ask you
I
about
can't
books?
remember, but I must have done it because I thought that was...
It was English language, not English literature, wasn't it? So it was
Was it spelling and all that?
So was it like a comprehension? You read a passage and had to ask questions on it? Was it, did you have to write a short essay?
I don't know, I can't remember any of that.
Okay.
I did a science.
Okay, physics or chemistry?
Physics.
All right, well done. And this is all you think?
You actually took that? You actually took physics GCSE, you think?
You're obliged to do a language, I think. Did you do French?
I did French for a bit.
I don't think you are. I don't think you have to do a language.
I think you have a GCSE, I think you've got to.
Well, English quite good. I think that's his language he did.
So you don't know about language? History? Geography?
Just what you will find out, won't we?
Okay, but you just can't remember. I can't believe you can't remember turning up for these things, because it's quite a big moment in people's lives. It is the thing that you've been working to all of your educational life.
On the day that the things came out, I was working at as a printer.
Okay.
and it was a really busy
A lot of
day.
spelling mistakes.
It was a really
that
busy
paper,
day,
wasn't
so
it?
you're bound to forget.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
exams.
No, but I had to use gold ink that day.
Oh.
And it's,
Yeah,
I mean, you're
yeah,
not a
yeah,
printer,
yeah.
so you don't know.
No, that's the biggie, innit?
But it's tough. You've got to really get your rollers clean.
Carl, play a record, mate, and good luck with the exam results. Hopefully we'll have them for you by next week.
It's time to give Carl... You're actually nervous, aren't you? I'm a little bit nervous. Just to recap, Carl is 30 this year. He never went to get his results of his GCSEs. So myself and Steve took it upon ourselves to phone his school, track them down, and we actually got your results. What did you think you took?
Did English,
Right.
maths,
Yeah.
art,
Right.
and I think I did physics.
Okay. Well, you didn't do any of them.
Eh?
You didn't do any of them. You didn't register. You registered for one exam and took one exam and got results for one exam. So I don't know what you thought you were turning up to, or you weren't registered, or you didn't.
You're familiar with the notion of registering for an exam. You have to kind of officially register in order to be eligible.
What do you mean, register? I turned up for a couple.
Yeah, you can't just show up. You have to register for them.
You have to pay this because it costs the school money, so they have had to have paid for you if they thought you were going to pass. You can't just turn up on the day and ask for some paper at the front.
I never got a letter telling me that.
Well, that's because you were never at school.
But you did somehow register or registered for one exam. You registered for history.
It's a topic that you've always been interested in.
I was saying to Ricky before, World War II, I loved it.
Not the actual event.
No,
the
but
study
just
of it. You
all
mean?
the stuff like, about the Anderson shelters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the bombs and that. And then when I took it, it had nothing to do with that. It was more about the Tudors.
So it didn't. The Second World War didn't come up. You mean there were no questions about the Anderson shelters?
Nothing.
That's devastating.
So
So what are you expecting the result to be?
is that seriously? Is that it?
Yeah, it's the only one you took and registered.
As far as the school is concerned, or
yeah.
certainly in
Well, it's the
terms
only
of
one
what
that
they told
counts.
us.
It's the only result. It's the only one that counts. Yeah, you've got.
I don't. Did you register for yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got certificates and everything.
So what? Do you do that before the exam? Do you have to go somewhere and sign something, or?
Yeah, you don't check your results and then decide if you want to register. It's not like Millionaire when you look at the question and go, I think I'll take the money.
Yeah.
You go.
No.
But anyway, you must have registered for one, or maybe your teacher put you in for
Well, I didn't do it.
They must have been
Someone else
confident.
registered
They
for
must
me.
have been confident. They must have thought your best bet was history.
Right. So, what did they get?
You got an E, which I think, technically, is a pass.
E.
It's a bad pass, but there's F,
How
and there's
much
U.
lower
You're not
can
going to
you
be doing a PhD.
You can get an F, right, which is fail, and then a U, which is ungraded. Now, I don't know why the U exists, because F means you failed. U is like them going, you not only failed, but you wasted my time.
So,
We're annoyed
Yeah,
that you took this exam.
so who thought they'd register me to get an E?
well, they didn't.
Well, they
think
didn't.
you'd
I
get
think
any.
they were hoping. It was rather like you with the lottery. They were hoping
see-
for something better than
You
nothing.
see, I assume that the man who registered for that thought he can scrape an E if Anderson shout come up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You've got. Now, what I'd like to do, Carl, is I've started your re-education. You've read a book on Rasputin. I'll be asking you a few questions about that later. I've got another book for you to read next week. Next week, I've got a
I'm
little.
not in the mood.
What?
Not in the mood.
Oh, come on! Look, what's that? What does that say?
It's that fella. It's the picture of the bloke that he used to use for Citizen Smith.
Yeah, Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was quite happy, I think, when he found out that Robert Lindsay was involved. He went, yeah, of course you can. No worries, yeah.
What are your feelings, Carl? What
do you think? Are you
emotions
depressed?
I'm just a bit annoyed because I'm sure I turned up for more, so it just wasted me time.
Listen, they don't matter.
I'm sure I
you're
did
doing.
more
You're
than
doing
one.
very well. You can educate yourself. GCSEs are merely a step on the ladder to help you, not just for education, but they're more vocational than anything else. You're doing very well, and you're reading books. Don't worry about it.
Guess how many balloons it would take, helium balloons, to lift a human up?
Go on.
6,000.
Should we do it?
If you want.
Brilliant. Next week, that's got to be a challenge.
Can we, is there a sort of balloon company or some sort of, party company that are willing to sponsor us to lift Karl
into the air
Right.
with helium balloons.
10 feet off the ground, where we'll tether him down, right? Is there someone willing to pay for 6,000 balloons to try and lift
We
Karl
can maybe
up?
get some kind of company to sponsor it. I'm thinking like Electrolux, if they're going to sponsor puddings.
If they're going to sponsor puddings, and celebrities, Russ Abbott, they will sponsor Karl being lifted. Heat magazine, come on. They're big selling, very successful magazine there, and they know about Karl because they've mentioned him. Heat magazine, can we have a heat balloon? Yeah? Oh,
6,000 is an awful lot,
into
Rick.
the air. It's the heat 6,000 Karl challenge. Lift Karl 10 feet into the air.
Yeah.
Come on.
What about if it was Karl and Dr. Fox? We could get 2 different balloons.
I think we need a lot more than 6,000.
a lot more for Fox, isn't it?
Mix, yeah. The heights. I just explained what I'm laughing at, right? We just had a call from someone saying his company would sponsor Karl, right, to be raised by all these balloons if he could have a walk-on part in the office. And we immediately went, we're worried about that sort of thing. You can't really promise that artistic, And I was worried about the legality of it as well. How can you promise someone that for personal gain that's a private and all that sort of stuff, right? And I went, I don't know. And anyway, put the phone down to him and Karl went... I love the fact you're more effing worried about that than me being raised 30 feet in the effing air. You started getting scared, did you? Are you worried about it?
Well,
You're quite excited about the idea of the challenge, aren't you?
I like the idea, but I want like...
Why do you like the idea, Karl?
Oh, what if it went all wrong and we're there going, the humanity of it.
I think we need
Karl
to get...
he's just
And the rope would pull out my trousers.
Oh, no, it's definitely got to be Dr. Fox if that's going to happen.
God. Oh, we've got to do this.
So hang on, but let's just think about because wait a minute, we say this, but we'd have to get all kinds of health and safety people involved.
No, we wouldn't.
Of course we can't just start raising it in the air.
No, you're allowed to do it on private land, aren't you?
Look what happened to the Hindenburg.
No, but I was just saying there was lots of people died. Listen, look, all we do is we get someone, right?
But what if he gets loose and he just floats off into the air?
We never, and he meets his magpie that he lost. He used to peck his grifter.
Balloons.
His balloons.
So
I'm so excited about this. Listen, we've got to do this.
No, but
Please.
shut up a minute. Let's just stop and think about it. It's
Right.
60,000 balloons.
Look, no,
Was
it's
it
not. It's 6,000.
6,000.
But 6,000 balloons, that's a lot of balloons.
No, it's not. No, it's
don't
not.
be silly.
For
6,000
sponsorship, people pay for... no, listen, it's worth it. There must be a company out there that'll pay for this, just so we can film
Hang
it.
on, is there not an easier way of just getting one big balloon? Then the challenge is there's no challenge.
No,
then.
it's
Yeah,
got
it's
to be.
not as
It's got
funny.
to have people coming up and hooking balloons. It'd be like Buckaroo, and the person who puts the balloon that actually raises him 10 feet wins a prize or something.
So hang on. So what we've got each person with like 500 balloons.
Yeah.
That's mad. Can you imagine how many balloons that is? That's ludicrous.
6,000. Yeah.
That's an awful lot of balloons.
I don't know. There must be someone that could do this. Oh, look, people have walked on the moon, for Christ's sake. We can raise Karl Pilkington with some balloons.
Yes, but they had a NASA budget. We've got XFM behind us.
Yeah, but balloons.
Yeah.
Balloons are cheap. You can get about a pack of 25 for about 150.
Right, fine.
No.
True.
Yeah, the helium, though, Karl. You can't just, attach yourself to a pack of balloons.
No, but
What, you think we blow them all up?
with helium,
Right.
Oh.
off you go.
But then we can do something with the balloons, can't we? Like, release them afterwards.
Oh, we'll release them back into the wild. Brilliant. As a sign of peace. Fly, my pretties, fly.
Listen,
Be free.
I am so excited. I've not been so excited about until I thought that Robin Ince was going to stay in my cupboard for £1,000. Look, we've got to do this.
6,000 balloons. I don't think it's going to happen. That's an awful lot of balloons, and I just don't think. I don't see how we can tether them all to Karl. He's a small man.
No, but
because you have them at different lengths, don't you?
yeah, exactly. Karl knows.
Can you think about the logistics of this?
Oh, someone must know. There must be a company. There's a bloke willing to do it. I know he doesn't know the technology of it. He's willing to sort of stand back.
And
What if
so-
a company just
Come on,
has
we-
access to helium like that?
No, we can do this. Come on,
And
London.
someone's done
Londoners.
it. It was on the internet already, so someone obviously has done it.
Yeah.
So they didn't say, we can't get hold of the balloons.
No, they probably worked it out, didn't they?
I can't, Karl, you're more excited about this than anything else, about your education, about your exam results.
is
You're so
exciting.
excited.
And we'll have a little rope. It'll be like flying a little kite, a little Karl. Let's go,
Karl, what will you wear? Like a one-piece jumpsuit?
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
With sponsorship all over it?
Oh, it'd be
Yeah.
great. You're like Jackie Stewart, and just as you go up, your little face. Oh my God, I'm not going to sleep until this is done. This is the most exciting thing ever.
Only 10 feet.
10 feet, yeah, and
We
we'd
need
tether you.
we'd need some kind of rope to sort of tether you to the ground. We don't want you sort of flying off.
This is going to be great. And he'd have a little crash helmet and everything, and little Dee boppers on the crash helmet, like he's a little flying ant.
Definitely.
We give him a little, oh my God, can we give you an outfit, like little wings and everything?
Can we paint your face with like children's
No, I'm
paint?
not doing all that.
Why?
Oh, because that would be silly.
Oh, please, Carl, do this. Do it. We do it for charity. We do it for charity, yeah?
Right.
Yeah? Oh, this is
We'll do
gonna
it
be
for children in
brilliant.
need.
Please, just phone in if you can help us. Lift Carl up 30 feet. Let's say 30
I think
feet.
it has to be a decent...
Yeah, it has to be a decent
Well,
height.
is there a world record? Because we want to break that if we
Yeah, I want to break that. What is the world record for raising a man by balloons?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, let's just finalise details here. We've got...
I'm so excited.
Email address, ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
What's the number? What's the number?
The number, Carl?
08700 800 1234.
Give it again,
Carl.
give it again.
Lift Carl.
08700 800 1234.
Sponsored by Heat Magazine
And
or
you,
something.
maybe even if you've just got an idea about how we might be able to organise it, how we might be able to get it done, if you've got contacts, anything, just get in touch, give us some information.
Oh, that'd be great. Carl, we're going to try and get Carl in the air. Anyone that can help us, take him up with helium balloons. Our friend Johnny Mango called again, and apparently the record's 11,000 feet. Carl is getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, the world record is 11,631 feet raised by hot air balloons.
How tall's Canary Wharf?
It's 11,631 feet. Exactly. I don't know, Carl.
Is it how much higher?
It's a long way.
More.
I'm not doing that.
Because I'm like 6 foot something.
Yeah, think of that. Just look at Steve.
All right.
Yeah.
But you can change your record. You could say, well, the sort of balloons are the one with Mickey Mouse on it or something.
Yeah, could I just say something? That man did 11,000 feet, but he wasn't naked. All right?
Come on, Carl.
Your 30 feet will be the world record for naked ballooning. Yeah? Think about it.
All right, it's for charity.
Well, thank you for listening, everyone. We are going to raise Carl. And after Carl said, and just to think, my teacher said I'd never be a high flyer. So this is your chance, Carl, to shine, to fly.
Steve.
It'll be brilliant.
104.9 XFM. Hello. I'm Carl. Ricky Gervais and Steve aren't here, so we're playing through some of the best bits. I say the best bits. It's the bits I came across first. I mean, I'm not wasting my time. I'm a busy man. You know what I mean? So here's another bit.
Carl's getting very excited, as we all are, about his new... Should we let him do a little taster for us?
Well, I'm very excited about it. I mean,
So the gist of it, what is it? What is it exactly?
Right.
Is it a game show or is it a competition?
It's just I just thought it's something that you can play, and also people at home can take part in it.
now, would they phone in about this, or they can just play at home while they're listening?
They can just play at home.
Okay.
You mean we haven't got any prizes?
No, there isn't.
No, I think we could get him to phone in, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Let's hear the game idea
Yeah.
first.
Right, it's music related.
Okay.
Good.
And what I do is I sort of tell a little story,
Okay.
and that story makes up a song title.
All right. Well, it sounds ambitious.
So
Is it a cryptic clue?
could be. Say like this, right?
Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me.
Say like this.
Right.
This woman, right? She's pregnant. You know the answer to this one, so don't be saying anything. This
Okay.
is just aimed at Steve.
Okay.
Right. This woman has a baby.
Yeah.
She's pregnant, has a baby, and the doctor's there in the hospital, going, "Oh yeah, you've got a lovely little baby
Oh,
here.
you told me that this is... Oh, this guy.
Got a lovely little baby. It's just coming out now. You'll be able to see it in a minute, and it's like covered in gunk and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going, "Yeah, it's nearly here. It's coming out. I see its little head and that." And he gets hold of it, and it's full of all this gunk. Right.
The baby's full of gunk.
Yeah, like the
Covered in gunk or full of gunk?
covered in it.
Right.
And he goes, "Here you go. Get hold of your baby," and he drops it.
Right.
What song's that?
There's so much irrelevance there, Steve. I can't tell you. It's not a cryptic clue. It's not a cryptic clue. Because only... I mean, the gist of it is relevant.
That isn't the best one. That's just...
Right, I mean, there is just... There's things there that you were dwelling on and thinking of puns. Don't. Just go for gut instinct. What was it? What was that?
Right,
How
I
was-
just need to try and get the basics of this. There's a woman, she's pregnant, she has a baby.
Yeah.
The baby's covered in gunk.
Yeah.
Right.
And because of the gunk, the doctor drops the baby.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to know.
Yeah, that is all you need to know, yeah. The pregnancy's largely irrelevant.
Okay, what are the key elements?
It's the birth and the doctor dropping it that are the irrelevant, the
the
relevant
birth
thing.
and the dropping of the baby. I've absolutely no idea. I can't even begin to guess.
Think about what's happened here.
Oh, Carl,
she's had a baby. The doctor's trying to deliver it. He's saying it's a nice little baby you've got here.
This is all irrelevant. Right, let me tell you this. So just to be fair to Steve, so he can get into your mind. Right, this is not a traditional cryptic clue, logical problem. This is Carl. What song am I thinking of? Right, that is Underworld, Born Slippy.
I have to say, actually, that makes textbook sense.
Yeah.
No, that does actually. No, I'm sorry.
Do you like all the story about it's all right, you can see it in a minute. Oh, it's just covered in gunk. Yeah.
No, I agree there is some extraneous detail, but I have to say...
Yeah. That Born was good because it was that's the look of it was. Born was good, yeah.
And Born Slippy, no, I was quite impressed by that, Carl. I have to say, no, to be fair to you, I'm not just patronising you.
Oh, well, wow.
I actually think that was really good, and I disrespect Ricky Gervais for slagging that off, because I actually think that was quite good.
Well, let's go ahead with it then.
I feel we could maybe open this up to email correspondence or the
let's
phone
go
lines.
for it then. Okay, this is Karl Pilkington's new game show idea. It's
just what's the song?
Karl Pilkington presents What's the Song? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Karl Pilkington.
100 Reasons, if I could.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Pop Will Eat Itself. Carl, have you got like a sound effect or something of like, get the atmosphere
cheering?
If we're going to test.
Cheering. We'll seek it out with.
Have you got something there? Have a look on there. I'm just looking in the NME. For the kind of forthcoming gigs of the smaller known bands, and it might be a useful place to just begin the
Ladies and gentlemen, peoples around the world, will you please welcome to the stage Chumba Awamba.
Have you got a sound effect? We got one. Nice, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage the Parkinsons. They're playing in Leicester this week, so look forward to that.
That's a good plug, isn't it?
Let me see who else.
If anyone wants to pop down to Leicester to see the Parkinsons.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cyclefly.
Okay.
Oh, there's a genuine one here. This is someone. Simon's emailed, and he says, "Will you just test this name for us?" Okay, Carl, if you can. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Coach? Not utterly convinced.
No,
it's not too bad. It's not.
I'm worried about the sound effect. We start to sound like Chris Moyles or something. When
He's a top broadcaster. Everyone loves him.
Losing weight as well.
He is hilarious. funny man. Just there's one more coming here. I'll just check this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
will you please welcome, this is Chris Oxford. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, Meanwhile Back in Communist Russia.
Is that a band?
I assume so.
I assume it's his band.
Yeah.
Steve, I will play great old tunes till the cows come in. We got to give them a little bit of Dandy Warhols and Air and Athlete. I know that, and they're great. They're good, right? But I wanted to play a Cat Stevens song, but I thought I'd better not because I've, play that a little bit. And we quite like resurrecting old reputations, don't we? People like Elton John who had bad faces, or David Bowie.
People whose names now are largely laughed at in the serious rock
or people
circles.
that people might not have considered. I thought Cat Stevens, Rod Stewart, I thought.
Was he Rod Stewart? Many people now are thinking of the leopard hot pants and the ludicrous hair.
I think I'm sexy and all those sort of old stadium sort of disco things, but he wrote beautiful tracks from Maggie May through, and I thought, hold on, two birds with one stone. What about a Rod Stewart song written by Cat Stevens?
Wow. Is there such a thing?
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Carl's favourite song. Yeah. Right? And I was going, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said?
Go on.
I was sitting outside, I was singing, he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late?
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson.
And he went, there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier. Go out when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Carl.
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm always looking at stuff. I was looking at stuff this morning because of Yora Geller last night. eating all that funny food and that, and also they all got a bit scared last night, didn't they, with a snake?
I didn't see that. So is this I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah, he got all worried about a snake getting on the sort of wandering about in between the sleeping bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were all scared, and it is so
Leave
easy.
it with me. Sorry, the doctor says, leave it with me. Yeah. Leave it with me.
Well, they were all scared because there's a snake, and it's so easy to find stuff out. Before they, where are they? Where is this jungle?
Australia, I
Right.
think.
Before they went, give it half an hour on the internet. I found out with snakes, you don't need to worry, right? They're deaf. They haven't got any ears.
Right.
So as long as you're really quiet,
Creep
it'll,
around,
it'll
yeah.
probably leave you alone.
Yep.
And also, they don't have eyelids. So they were suggesting if one's coming towards you, just like kick sand in its eyes because it can't blink, and it leaves it a bit like annoyed, and it wanders off. But they didn't do any research before they went.
Yeah.
And that's
I think your knowledge would hold you in good stead. I don't think you need to know any more than you know. Okay. It's not his fault. Let me have It's Not His Fault. You got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
right. It's not his vault. This fella.
Yeah. What year? Ages ago?
Olden times?
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And
Does he wear flares in the story?
Right.
Is that your reason?
no, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where he's electric,
He's electric.
and if he walks past the telly would fizz. If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time, and he'd be having a bath, and everything would be all right, and then the power would sort of switch on in his body, and the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So.
What do you mean so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but
It's not his vault.
But there's a reason that not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about keeping it safe.
I think we should do these the other way round. I
It's
think you
not
should
his
tell us
fault.
the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
Bin it. We're not doing it.
No, we are. I noticed the other day when Karl was sitting on your knee having his picture taken. It's a long story, right? He's got a completely spherical head. It's slightly too small. I'm not being funny because, I mean, you know, I'm not perfect. But he's got a completely spherical little head. He looks a little bit like a baby hamburger. You know Hamburger off McDonald's?
Sure.
He looks like a little baby hamburger. And it's sort of quite put upon. It's
Suzanne thinks a lot like that thing in that Dulux advert. Do you know when the woman pulls the head off that?
A little plasticine morph type
and then they
creature.
make a new head for it. And it's like a little head.
really.
And that's your girlfriend saying it.
I know. I'm getting excited now because we've had loads of calls and emails, not only backing me up, but going a little bit further. But apparently, Johnny Mango called in again. He's become our sort of official researcher on this show. There is evidence that Queen Victoria in Balmoral, with a young house guest, Winston Churchill, used to consume cocaine-filled lozenges. So there you go. Also, MDMA was a precursor of sort of ecstasy, a derivative, and that was big in the day, giving soldiers, you know, a little pick-me-up. So it's not so mad, is it?
It sort of
Winston
makes
Churchill
sense
taking cocaine,
because
is
he
it?
was into his speeches and that, and they say that coke gives you sort of, you know, the balls to stand up and say like...
Not that that's a good thing. And
No,
you
it's
should-
not.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Right? But apparently it makes you confident, doesn't it? So you can stand up and say, you know, we're going to fight them on the beaches.
Yeah.
And all that, and sound like you mean it.
It's exactly, yeah. When he was sort of like, you know, a little bit pissed up with his cigar on, coked off his tits, he wanted to fight. He didn't care where it was. He'd fight on a beach. He didn't care. He didn't care if he got sand in his new trainers.
Exactly. He was boozed up.
Yeah. You want to fight? yeah, that's why he was coming hard.
He was very much, you got to think of him as the Liam Gallagher of his day.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Bad.
Are we allowed to talk about this? I mean, I don't mean in terms of referencing drugs, but are we allowed to, is this like libelous to Winston Churchill?
One,
Or
you
his
can't
family?
libel the dead.
Yeah, but
Two,
can you-
it's a
is
lot
that
of
only
it-
in America, maybe?
I'm asking, and we're not saying, you know. Two, I think you'd probably going to also a fair comment. Three, we say we were joking.
Yeah.
4, it's a satire.
Yeah. 5, we love him.
5, we're not condoning drugs in any way.
6, this is Dermot O'Leary's show.
I didn't have a go at him anyway. I said he's all right. If there's any law against Rasputin, we might be in trouble.
Law against you did willfully Rasputin.
Yeah.
All over
You
the
did
airwaves.
slag off Russia's greatest love machine.
Yeah. You didn't shoot him till he was dead, did you? Oh, put some poison into his
I'll tell you this,
wine.
if there's any other historical questions that people want answered, then we're the men. Because really, with the three of us, our knowledge of the fact that the Hindenburg was filled with helium, the kind of coke habits and various drug habits of Britain's most famous political leader, we've got the answers to all of it.
Einstein.
Go on.
I found out in the week that he didn't talk till he was 6. See, it's all these people who are weird.
Churchill couldn't read, could he, till he was 8 or 9?
Really?
Yeah. So there you go. He got a D in history apparently, GCSE. Just one better. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails. So here's the clips that you wanted.
All right, so here's the first bit.
What's the best job you've ever had still, Carl? Talk like occupations. It is still
Paper round.
Is it still the paper round?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No, it was good though. If you look at it, like, you know what I liked about it, you're your own boss.
No, you're not. You're not your own boss.
No, the guy
The
who runs
news
the news
agent is your boss.
All right. But then once you get out and you've got your papers and that, you sort of, you're on your
Do
own.
what you want
can
as long
think
as you
about
deliver the
stuff.
papers exactly to the places he said you are in the time he said.
Yeah.
It's
and I did.
freedom, isn't it? Any jobs you wouldn't do?
Go
I just thought of one that you wouldn't do
on.
with your sort of mild homophobia.
Well, I'm not.
Proctologist.
What's that?
Basically sticking your finger at other people's arses.
Right, well, I wouldn't do that, no. Why have you got to do that?
What do you mean, why have you got to do
Why
that?
does anyone need that doing?
Does they got to look if they've got an arseache or something?
Which trainee doctor makes that their speciality?
Do you know what I mean? That must be, right, we got a place for proctologists, and it's you, Meadows. You came last.
Oh, seriously, what? I'm not the arse doctor, am I?
Yeah, you came last.
Oh, I'm a bum GP. I can't believe it.
Yeah, you got to, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I remember, I was on I don't know if this is alright to talk about. I mean, it happened, so, you know, not worried
It's
about
all right to talk about. Everything's all right to talk about.
But I was on the train, right, coming from Manchester back to London, right?
Yeah.
And got on it. It was like a Friday night, and it was heaving, you know, like the last train is and all that, and absolutely chocker. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the carriages, thinking, oh, is he in his seats anyway? Anyway, everyone's like, it's heaving, right? It's people stood up in the doorways. You can't get in the toilet and all that. There's not going to be any chair knocking about. You know, so walking through, and anyway, I see this one empty chair sort of in front of me, right? Think, oh, why ain't anyone sat there, right? I'll just rush to that, get I'll get myself a seat, plonk myself down, right, and sort of turn round, you know, see who I'm facing, you know, see who you're sort of having a chat with. Little fella there, right? Little, Down syndrome kid,
Right.
Sat there, and he goes, all right. And I thought, oh, right, not bad, but do you know what I mean? They're always talking, aren't they? You ask a lot of questions. Right, so I was like, oh, here we go, 2.5 hours. And I couldn't get up because the thing is, that's obvious.
Sure.
Right? So that's like mean. I'd never want to be mean, do you know what I mean?
No.
At the end of the day. So anyway, so I think, I know, I'll go to sleep.
Clever.
Right, so I shut my eyes, and he leaves me alone and all that. So then, my phone goes, and I think, right, what do I do? Do I ignore it? Or do I open my eyes and see what it is? Anyway, I open my eyes, it's Ricky calling about something. About nothing, probably, actually, thinking about it. It wasn't even worth answering, right? So anyway, but I'm awake then, aren't I? So he's like, hello? And I'm like, all right, mate. And he says, you're muscly.
You're right.
Oh, God!
And I said, yeah. And he goes, you know, why? So I said, no, just am. It's, again, stressing me out, because I was thinking, why am I muscly? I don't go to the gym. And, you know, I mean, I'm not muscly, I'm in good shape and that.
Well.
So then he wants an arm wrestle. On a crammed train from Manchester, so I've got another hour and a half of this.
When you talk back, he'd soon have got up and left. If you'd have started asking him questions, he'd have got up and left with the drivel you come out with.
So anyway, do you know when you're under pressure, you're thinking, well, he's said that I'm muscly, all right, so do I do it or not? What? And there's people watching, you know, not joining in, not sort of having a laugh and that with me, just like watching but pretending they're not.
Oh,
And I'm at one of those table seats, and he kept saying, "Come on, I want to arm wrestle." So, and he was getting loud, and I thought, "Oh, I best just have an arm wrestle."
What do you mean? What do you mean? I best just have an arm wrestle.
Well,
what do you mean?
Get it over and done with. I had to. If he's going to keep asking, I had another hour and a half on the train.
Oh God.
So anyway.
Oh my God. I'm thinking who won.
Well, I'm thinking, were people putting bets on? It was working.
It was stopped, and just as well, really.
What do you mean it was stopped? Was it game?
No. He was winning. I was struggling a bit, right? Yeah. And he was really like, you know, taking my arm down, and then he sort of let go and started laughing. And I thought, thank God he let go, because I would have made, you know what I mean? If I lost that, everyone's in the train looking, and all the rest of it.
I never felt it's suddenly serious to him that he's got to win this.
Anyway.
Pilkington.
But then he just, then we were chatting about favourite food and that. He likes sausages. And I said, you know, he said, do you like sausages? I said, yeah, they're all right. I like a bit of Chinese and that as well. And he was saying, oh, I can't have Chinese. Not allowed Chinese.
Why?
Don't know. He just said, it's not allowed to have it. But yeah, I had a good long chat about stuff and that. But
so you enjoyed it in the end?
In the end, it was all right. Yeah, it's just.
What do you expect? Okay.
No, but it's that thing, isn't it? It's always whenever you're faced with something different, it's always awkward, isn't it? And that's the thing.
You're talking about him now, are you?
And I think I did all right, because everyone else was ignoring him, but I probably made his day pretty good.
Yeah. We were a nice bloke.
I like the idea that newlywed couple are probably thinking that's going to be a similar journey down to Cornwall.
Karl Pilkington in the chair now. The talked about, the acclaimed Educating Ricky.
Right, well, just in case anyone's new, doesn't normally listen. Yeah. Basically, I'm educating Ricky. Yeah. Do a bit of research in a week, find stuff, news, history, anything that's interesting. 3 stories, I give them a nice little headline. You take your pick. Yeah. Between now and 3, you're going to learn 3 things. Yeah? Yeah. So, the headlines are, I'll be no buying one of them.
Give us that again.
I'll be no buying one of them.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. We've also got hippopotamus news.
Okay. Okay.
And can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Well, I'm going to go for hippopotamus news.
Hippopotamus
news?
Right, well, this one, it's... I'm not going to take the credit here. I heard Christian talking about this on breakfast, right? Because it's a good story that happened. Basically, I don't know if I told you about it last week when we were having our spaghetti, but
I think you did.
Right,
I know what it is. I know what this is.
Okay, I've not heard this.
Right, there's a little midget. Right, there's a circus.
I'm loving it already.
Circus going on somewhere. I think it was in America. Yeah. And
is that present day or old times?
I'm talking like in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right. Little midget, circus, really packed out show. People are loving it.
Steve, you'll ask the same question I did, I know.
So there's a little midget jumping up and down on a trampoline.
That's what circus is.
Right.
I pay good money to see it.
So everyone's clapping, and he's getting carried away.
Because he can't believe they're loving it. I didn't know they'd like a little person on a trampoline, but they love me.
But you know what it's like when, if there's a crowd of people sort of encouraging you to sort of go higher and stuff. Yeah. And I'm sure he knew it was getting out of hand. But he was jumping and he was coming down the road going, higher, and he's going really high in the air, right? So he's doing this, crowd are clapping. There's a hippo, right, just sat next to the trampoline, getting ready to come on and do his act.
Oh, right, I thought he was in the audience.
There's a hippo getting ready to do his act, Steve.
Yeah. So
he's a ventriloquist.
What do you mean he's sitting by the trampoline waiting to do his act?
Because
why does he sit in the dressing room and they go, 5 minutes, Mr. Mouse, 5 minutes, Mr. Mouse.
So anyway, right, so the hippo's there.
He's getting annoyed, is he? Because the midget's
he's going, how can I follow this? This is really annoying. They're going to be, no.
So
he's thinking, he's already done the trampoline, my pogo stick act is never going to work.
Yeah, go on. So there's a hippo waiting. Here's a great story, and I just know he embellishes it or it gets slightly wrong. Go on.
So
there's a midget jumping up and down. The hippo's getting annoyed.
The crowd are going mad. The midget's loving it. Can't believe his luck. Although you think he probably knows he's dicing with danger.
Yeah. So, next thing you know, they're all saying hi. He gives it one big, like, heavy sort of landing on the trampoline, goes really high, but goes off at a funny angle.
Oh.
Hypotenuse.
Okay.
Yeah. And sort of flies up.
Hypotenuse!
Sure.
Flies off at a funny angle.
Oh, dear.
Hippo's there, swallows him whole. Crowd are clapping, thinking that's why the hippo was waiting there.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
It's not rubbish, though.
But no, maybe there was an accident in a circus with a midget and a hippo, but at no point was this hippo waiting to go on, going, come on. The midget flew off at hypotenuse and landed in the hippo's mouth and was swallowed whole. This is what you embellish it. That is great. And what's
I
that?
have to say though, Rick, when I heard midget, trampoline, hippopotamus, I was thinking accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
it is that you should never put those three together.
Never.
It's a recipe for disaster. Everyone
textbook.
knows that. Midget, trampoline, hippopotamus. Are you mental?
You're asking for trouble.
Well,
You know, when he told me it, he said, and the midget, he didn't mention the hippopotamus, and he said the midget went on, and soon he fell off, and the hippo ate him. And I said, sorry, what was the hippo doing there? He went, it's a circus.
I've never heard of a circus having a hippo.
What do hippos do?
What can they do? You can't train them, can you?
What do you?
Aren't they, like, very deadly? They're huge, aren't they?
You can't have a hippo in a circus.
are you sure?
You're not thinking of Zippo?
He's neither kind.
Yeah. No, and it wasn't some sort of where Zippo was eating a midget, and it's some sort of horrible sexual act.
No, it was definitely. I heard it on breakfast, right?
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's definitely fact.
Yeah, okay, right, okay, good. XFM 104.9. We're not here.
It is a bit like being Dennis Norden, playing some great moments from the show.
I was just imagining Dennis Norden one day, sort of just like waking up out of his stupor. He's doing this, and he'd go into the producer and go, I've just seen a couple of my programmes.
I just saw It'll Be Right on the Night 18.
It's shit.
It is terrible.
Why didn't someone tell me? Well, we didn't want to upset you because, but I've been doing it way too long. Well, you could just let me go on forever. Well, until you died, yeah. Well, why can't my son take over? Well, he's 80, Dennis.
And the jokes I'm doing, they're awful.
Why have I got that clipboard?
I've written these jokes, they're not funny. There's an audience, they're laughing. What are they laughing
They're not
at?
laughing. They're not laughing. That's canned laughter.
Who are those audience? Who goes to an audience for It'll Be Right on the Night?
A lot of them are older than you.
It can't be right.
Do you know we have 15% fatality in one of your audiences?
But I went home at Christmas, I watched one of the episodes.
Yeah.
I was with my family and friends. I said, watch this, you'll love it. Stony face, no one laughed. They all thought it was shit.
Well, it is.
Well, why didn't you tell me earlier?
We didn't want to hurt your feelings. You're an old man. You may be upward of 102.
I didn't realise.
Yeah. I noticed the other day when Karl was sitting on your knee having his picture taken. It's a long story, right? He's got a completely spherical head. It's slightly too small. I'm not being funny because, I mean, I'm not perfect. But he's got a completely spherical little head. He looks a little bit like a baby hamburger. You know hamburger off McDonald's?
Sure.
He looks like a little baby hamburger. And it's sort of quite put upon.
Suzanne thinks a lot like that thing in that Dulux advert. Do you know when the woman pulls the head off that?
That little plasticine morph type
and then they
creature.
make a new ad for it. And it's like a little head.
Really?
And that's your girlfriend saying it.
I know. I'm getting excited now because we've had loads of calls and emails, not only backing me up, but going a little bit further. Apparently, Johnny Mango called in again. He's become our sort of official researcher on this show. There is evidence that Queen Victoria in Balmoral, with a young house guest, Winston Churchill, used to consume cocaine-filled lozenges. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Also, MDMA was a precursor of sort of ecstasy, a derivative, and that was big in the day, giving soldiers, a little pick-me-up. So it's not so mad, is it?
It sort of
Winston
makes
Churchill
sense
taking cocaine,
because he was into his speeches and that, and they say that coke gives you sort of, the balls to stand up and say like...
Not that that's a good thing. And
No, it's not.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Right? But apparently it makes you confident, doesn't it? So you can stand up and say, you know, we're going to fight them on the beaches.
Yeah.
And all that, and sound like you mean it.
It's exactly, yeah. When he was sort of like, you know, a little bit pissed up with his cigar on, coked off his tits, he wanted to fight. He didn't care where it was. He'd fight on a beach. He didn't care. He didn't care if he got sand in his new trainers.
Exactly. He was boozed up.
Yeah. You want to fight? Yeah. That's why he was coming hard.
He was very much. You got to think of him as the Liam Gallagher of his day.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Bad.
Are we allowed to talk about this? I mean, I don't mean in terms of referencing drugs, but are we allowed to? Is this like libelous to Winston Churchill?
One,
Or
you
his
can't
family?
libel the dead.
Yeah, but
two,
can
it's
you-
a
is
lot
that
of it-
only in America, maybe?
I'm asking, and we're not saying, you know. Two, I think you'd probably going to also a fair comment. Three, we say we were joking.
Yeah.
4, it's a satire.
Yeah. 5, we love him.
5, we're not condoning drugs in any way.
6, this is Dermot O'Leary's show.
I didn't have a go at him anyway. I said he's all right. If there's any law against Rasputin, we might be in trouble.
Law against
A law against
you
Rasputin.
did willfully Raspute
Yeah.
all over
You
the
did
airwaves.
slag off Russia's greatest love machine.
Yeah. You didn't shoot him till he was dead, did you? Oh, put some poison into his
I'll tell you this, if
wine.
there's any other historical questions that people want answered, then we're the men. Because really, with the three of us, our knowledge of the fact that the Hindenburg was filled with helium,
Yeah.
the kind of coke habits and various drug habits of Britain's most famous political leader, we've got the answers to all of it.
Einstein,
Go on.
I found out in the week that he didn't talk till he was 6. See, it's all these people who are weird.
Churchill couldn't read, could he, till he was about 8 or 9?
Really?
Yeah. So there you go. He got a D in history apparently, GCSE. Just one better.
And the story, it's all sort of, you know, how he's been pushed about by his
Again,
wife.
that's not literally.
By his wife, she's wheeling him about. What do you
He's
mean?
wheeling him about. They go to a party. Everyone sort of looks round and looks at him.
What makes you think that he's in a wheelchair? What's the clues? What's the words?
There's loads of little things. There's
Go on.
like, well, like I say, something about his wife walking around with me and all that. Well, of course she is. She's pushing him about.
But walking around. If someone said, "Oh, she was walking around with me," I'd think they were both walking around.
There's a few. But
That's not. There must be another. There must be a reason why you suddenly thought that fella's in a wheelchair.
Right. My wife's walking around with
Put
me.
on your makeup, and I feel alright.
No, and she's always saying, "Do you feel all right?" And that she's always asking him how he is.
Yeah, but she's.
Just listen. Let me play it, right? And try and picture the scene, right?
But now I'm only thinking of a little fella in a wheelchair.
Well, have a listen to it,
Oh.
and you know, just everything that's been said.
Okay.
Understand why I'm thinking what I'm thinking.
No, never.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. No clue yet. Yeah.
He's just sat there watching, probably.
No. There's no.
Wait until he's done.
Yeah, no clue. Okay.
No, that's all right.
Right, that's just a woman getting ready, and he's fine.
Yeah, he's just sat there and he's-
to me, he's got a great pair of legs.
Right, well, he's sat there in the wheelchair watching.
No, he's not in a wheelchair.
Listen. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at him. 'cause he's in a
No,
wheelchair.
her. He's saying she turns heads.
Shh. Walking around with him.
Yeah, walking
in a
around with
wheelchair.
me. We're both walking around.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's a nice thing to say.
He's all right. Right?
Yeah, he is all right because he's got a great pair of legs.
Right, he might not have any legs and that, but he's happy.
He has got legs. He has got legs. I don't know why you think he's in a wheelchair.
There's no clue whatsoever. It seems to be based solely on, do you feel all right?
Yeah,
Which she's
you
just
only
saying
say that.
because they're together at a party. Maybe he doesn't know anyone else there.
Leg. Right, just hang on. So he can't drive.
Because he's drunk, probably.
Oh,
He's had
is
a
he
great
though, is
time. He's been dancing.
Puts him to bed.
Because he's drunk.
Well, is he though?
He's turned out the light.
His hands work. Is that it?
Yeah, there's no clue.
But the thing is, that's what I'm picturing.
But that doesn't mean it happened. You picture people that are half man, half moth. It doesn't mean it's possible. Do you know what I mean, Carl? What you think is usually not true. Suzanne is totally right. There is no reason. I have never, ever thought that Eric Clapton was singing about a little fella in a wheelchair. And the one clue in that, there's two, isn't there? Are you all right? Oh, let me say that, little cripple. Right, and I'll give her the car keys. Oh, why is she driving? He ain't got any legs.
Pushing him around and that.
No, pushing around.
So we'll do one more next week then.
Good to hear that again. It's
Oh, fantastic.
Waiting on a Friend by the Rolling Stones. Yeah? Go on then, Carl. On XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Go on.
Right, this one. Remember Blockbusters?
Uh-huh.
Right, this one is good, and we'll do this one. Rockbusters. And remember how Bob Olmus used to give you a letter?
Yeah.
And it'd give you a question, and the answer to that question is that letter.
Yes.
Right, well, it works like that. So if I said to you, we'll test it out on you, Steve, right? Right, welcome to the show and that.
Hello.
Let's play, right? And I say, right, your first one is W.
Mm-hmm.
And the cryptic clue, because it's done like crosswords.
Okay. So not quite like Blockbusters.
Well, this young man prepared for his death. And it's a W, so the answer. And it's not always going to be like our sort of music, it can be any sort of music that's out there.
So the W is the name of
the answer.
I understand that, but is the answer always the band name, or is it?
Yeah.
It's always the band name, is it, or the artist?
Yeah.
And so would the W be the surname, or would you have both the initials if it was someone's name? Would Elvis Presley be EP?
Don't get annoyed,
no.
Carl. These are questions that I knew would be asked. I know because he tested it on me. So you've got to tell them.
We
That's
need
the
to know
point.
the rules.
If it was Elvis, I'd probably do E.
No. Give him the answer. Give him the
Right,
answer.
did you hear the clue?
No, give me the clue again then. So the letter is
It is a
W.
cryptic clue, and
It's
the clue's
W.
fine.
Listen,
but-
and the
go on.
clue is, this young man prepared for his death.
This young man prepared for his death.
Yeah.
This young man prepared for his death.
And it's a W. And it's his first name.
That's what he needs
Well,
to
see,
know.
that's the, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't...
Well, shouldn't we have the initials? Wouldn't that make it easier? I mean,
Yeah,
wouldn't-
but it didn't do that on Blockbusters. It just had one letter.
No,
they did if it was if
The gold run they often had us for 3 or 4.
Did they?
Letters, yeah.
but it was normally just one word. It wouldn't have been a name or something.
All right, then.
W.
Y. W-Y.
Will Young.
Excellent.
I
Right,
didn't
so
understand it. What was
this
the
young
Will
man...
prepared for this young man. So he's sort of mixed, sort of cryptic.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good effort. That's better than
Yeah.
usual.
No, it's
that is better than
It's not
usual.
bad, is it?
So do you want to play? Let's play Rockbusters.
Yeah, Rockbusters.
All right.
Sam,
Hello.
is it sounding all right today?
It is. It's just about.
Right, cheers.
Damned worth.
Right, then.
Yeah.
Well,
And so we've got Sam on the line. Who else have we got there?
so we've got Tim as well, haven't we?
Hi there.
All right, Tim.
Tim and Sam.
Right,
You sound quite similar, lads. Could one of you affect an accent or something? Which one's Tim?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, which one's Sam?
It's just Sam.
That's slightly deeper.
Bit
Slightly
deeper,
deeper.
yeah.
Sam,
And they're not against the clock anyway, are they? So it doesn't really matter.
I suppose not.
So
I think Steve just wanted a bit of variety. Okay.
you understand the rule, lads?
Could you explain them to us?
Right, play it. Okay. Hang on. Wait. Well, let me explain because life is too short. Now, Carl's going to read out say 3 clues. Yeah, and just shout your own name and answer it, or shout the answer. Shout your own name, then the answer if you know it. And it's the person who gets the most right.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Here we go then.
okay then.
So
Shouldn't it be the first to 3?
Well, yeah, but then he hasn't got.
I've got enough. It's fine.
You've got enough clues for that.
Right then, here we go. Welcome to the show.
Oh God.
Right, the first initials, S-T, right? Is that right?
Well, I don't know. Oh, we don't know, do we? How do we know?
Here we go, S-T, and the cryptic clue is better than the average homeless person. Okay?
Sorry, I think, is that a band?
Yeah.
Is it an old band?
Yeah.
I think that's one word.
Alright then, S. It's an old 70s band. Better than the average homeless person. Tim?
Go on.
Supertramp.
Yes.
Supertramp
Well
it
done.
is.
Yeah.
Well done, 1 point to
I have
you,
no idea
Tim.
why that's right, by the way.
You don't understand why it's right?
He's a super tramp.
Oh, right.
Better than the average homeless
cryptic,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, cryptic.
Yeah.
Okay, second one. Come on, Sam, you got
That's actually quite good for Carl. Trust me, Tim. Take that as a good clue. Because, yeah, okay.
We won't do this again.
Wait, 1-0
Right,
to
here we
Tim.
go.
Right.
F. The letter is F. That's the next one we're moving on to. And the cryptic clue is, the little girl is hungry. What shall we do?
The S or F?
I've got it.
F.
Ready? Sam. Peter.
Yes, 1-1. Feed her.
He's pulled out of
Feed her.
Yeah. Feed her. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 1 each. So this is the decider, isn't it?
Wait a minute,
ITV
are on the phone.
Well, you said first to 3, so no, it's not, is it? That's what I said. Just do the 3 clues and who gets the most.
Okay, well, we can do that now. So, here we go.
I love this. This is rubbish. Go on.
So, here's the last one. The initials are AK, right? And the cryptic clue is exploding pet. Shout out your name if you know it.
Last orders at the bar, please. Last orders at the bar.
Exploding pet. AK.
You're tuned to XFM 104.9, Karl Pilkington's quiz, Rockbusters. The format is still available. The highest bidder, please give us a call, or you can email ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Is it a band or a singer?
I'll give you a bit more of a clue. It's a pop band. Okay, we wouldn't.
It's Tommy Kissam.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, this is amazing radio. So who was that won?
That was Sam who won.
So it's 2-1 to Sam. So he wins. What does he win, Karl?
He wins some CDs and some videos.
No, he's got obviously now, Sam, if you're ready, take the spot. You're going to do the gold run. Away you go, Karl.
I haven't got any more.
You're a fool. Right, stay on the line. We're giving both some presents. Play a record for.
Rick, I'm going to shoot off.
Not come. XFM 104.9. We're not here. This next clip is one of my favourite clips. Look, it needs no introduction. Here it is.
Another holiday.
Well, it wasn't holiday. It wasn't holiday.
Well, it was. You had 5 days off work. Why isn't it holiday? You had 5 days not working for a living. You know how many days holiday gets a year now? 29.
Oh, that's more than teachers, isn't it?
It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
Well, I know the kind of hours you work, Rick. It's mad. I mean, if you're not in work by midday, you're furious.
No, but I mean, I'm always...
29's normal for the normal working person.
Yeah, but, you know...
And anyway, it wasn't a proper holiday. I went to see my mum and dad. It's nice to see them and everything, but it's not holiday, is it?
Why?
It's not going away. It's not getting on a plane, is it? Going away.
Oh, is that definitely a holiday? What happened before 1950?
I don't know.
People used to go... Yeah, exactly. People used to go to Blackpool or Brighton. That was holiday.
Yeah, but I didn't
Where did you
to...
go?
Went to Wales.
There you go. Lovely holiday. Lovely holiday. Have a holiday in Wales. That's what they say, innit? Come to Wales and have a holiday. That's what they say, innit? So come to Wales and meet your parents. Come to Wales and have a lovely holiday.
Right. Well, anyway, it was good and that. It's always good to see him. Right?
Yeah.
But
week off work.
Do you know like my mum likes gnomes and stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
Of course she does. She's lived with one for 30 years.
She said, get your dad to take us to this park where they've got 6-foot gnomes and stuff, right? Have a walk about.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Sounds like a living nightmare.
Keep an eye on Karl.
Yeah.
So anyway,
he stood still for 2 minutes. Someone bought him.
No. You can't buy them and that. It's like a little exhibition thing,
yeah.
Right? And it's part of a hall, right? This big hall that you have to pay to get in. But we didn't want to see the hall. I just wanted to see the gnomes.
Of course you did, yeah.
So anyway, my dad says, yeah, well, we can get in there for free.
Of course he did.
Clever.
Right? So we parked up on this little country lane, right? No one about. We walked
How much
down.
was it to go in? Like £2?
About £3 each.
Yeah.
But he said, well, yeah, but if you don't have to pay, do you know what I mean? You enjoy it even more, don't you, when you're walking about and you think, I've got this £3 in my pocket, no one's having it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, looking over shoulder for a bloke with a peak hat saying, can I see your ticket, please? I wouldn't enjoy it more, no. Go on.
Yeah, but you don't worry about it, do you?
You got a bit of money now then, Rick. You've changed.
So anyway, so we had to walk across about 4 fields.
For £3!
Right? And what happened was, we're walking through all these fields and what have you, big grass and muddy bits and all that, 'cause it'd been raining, and climbing over fences and stuff. And we're in this field, right? And I look to my right, and there's about 30 cows all staring at us, right? And Suzanne started to panic a bit. She said, we shouldn't be here. And Dad says, of course we can. We're allowed to go wherever we want. You know, all this land, it's ramblers' rights and all that stuff.
Yeah. And you can take a cow if you want, unattended. Serves him right for leaving him in the field unattended. I'm having one.
Yeah.
I keep us fed for a week.
Across. Anyway, these cows start surrounding us.
Surrounding us. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, no.
Face off.
And Suzanne's panicking, going, this isn't right. We're not going to make it to the fence in time. They're moving faster than us, and he started sort of running a bit.
Wow.
And
It's like
Dad
some
was
kind of bovine West Side Story.
don't
A gang of cows coming at you.
don't worry about it and stuff. But my dad had to sort of stand there and like wave a stick at him.
Of course.
And we got away, but Suzanne was like having a bit of a sweat
You
on,
got away.
saying, we could have got killed.
Sure.
And my dad saying, no, it never happens. And I just wondered if it does, if there's a risk of...
Yeah, it is rare, but there's been a couple of cases of being trampled by cows. They're not aggressive, they sort of run through you. Well, they're aggressive if they've got a calf.
Did they have kids?
What?
You had kids with them.
Kids, yeah. That's goats you're thinking of. Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to sneak into the gnome thing, and they were worried that, like, if too many people did it, and they thought some cows, we can just sneak in.
They were
cows,
trying to,
no one's expecting cows.
And the cows
but
were
some
going,
humans.
walk upright like you're human. Don't walk upright.
They thought you'd blow their cover.
Yeah. Yeah, people have been killed by cows before.
Yeah, that was like the highlight. And then...
So when you arrived there, you were presumably covered in mud, looking like something that had just come from Glastonbury, staggering around this exhibition.
It wasn't that bad. It was just like a woods, and it had like a funny sort of funeral, like a graveyard thing.
Right.
Yeah.
With bodies sort of hanging out the ground and that. And we had
What?
these 6-foot gnomes.
Right.
And then we just set off again, walked back. But we
You
didn't
sure
have to
this
go
wasn't
to
a
the funeral.
dream?
No, it was good. And called up Ricky. I said, right, are you about? Have a chat and that. So he said, I'll just come round. It's a nice day. Have a drink and what have you. So I got round there at about 6:30, right? Go up to his door, knock on his door, right? He stood there with his tackle out.
Yeah, what did you make of that? What was wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong with
Why
that?
were you
it was
looking at
hot.
it? Why
was
were you
hot.
looking at it?
I tried not to look at it. But again, you're always sort of attracted to it, aren't you? Kind of like...
I've never been attracted to another man's tackle. I don't know what you mean.
You can't help but have a little sly look. Well, especially when it's there. When you ring the bell, and I mean the one on the door, right? And that's hanging out.
And does he dress to the left or the right?
It was to the left, right?
Yeah, it was left, yeah. Just popped it out of my shorts. For him. Just popped him out of the shorts.
Should have seen the state of him. Shorts on, no top, cigar. Looked like someone out of The Sopranos. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And then...
we sat on the balcony drinking wine, didn't we?
Did you pop it back in, or was it still
Yeah, I
out at that
popped it straight back in. I've got the laugh.
Sure.
I've got the laugh I
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
He walked in, he went, it's not that hot. Straight away, it's not that hot. Oh, brilliant.
And then,
was that knob news, or is there more?
No, it's got more knob news.
That's just a
on there.
taster.
Just a taster.
Listen, let's play some adverts, let's play some great music, and maybe we should have some early knob news.
Early knob news coming up.
XFM.
Do you believe in God, Carl?
Don't know, I don't really worry about it. It was ages ago, wasn't it? So, if it's about, whatever. Not that bothered. Adam and Eve is pretty interesting though, isn't it?
It's not. Well, how is it interesting? He made man out of dust. Then just because he could, he's having a laugh. Then he made her out of one of his ribs. Again, he'd like to vary it a little bit. Then they had 2 sons, which gave rise to the entire human race. What was going on there then?
What would have happened if they didn't get on? That's interesting.
Sometimes with pandas, they don't fancy the other one, do they? They go, well, that's my choice. One. You've brought me one panda from Lisbon Zoo, and I've got to shag that. What if I don't fancy it? What if they bring in a right slapper?
Do you think
What
that-
if it's the equivalent of like Love Island,
Well, I
whatever it's
imagine it
called?
was like Celebrity Love Island.
Yeah, and they're going, I am not shagging that slapper. Every panda in the world has seen that dirty old mott in magazines. Why am I meant to mate with it? I've got some dignity.
Are you talking about Adam there, or Panda? Was that...
Well,
either is fine, I suppose.
no, bad
Do you think
pandas.
that Adam had any say? When God was making Eve, was he saying, can make the boobs a bit bigger, would you? And I'm a blonde guy, I'm into blondes, really. I mean, I don't know, did he have any input, or was it just...
I don't know. Well, I suppose
It was one of his ribs, after
I know,
all.
but it's probably restricted. You go, well, I'm working with a rib, Adam. Give me a break. There's only so many things I can do.
Well, he was probably in kind of intensive care, wasn't he, with the whole...
They go, well, I can't just keep making the boobs and things bigger because their legs will get shorter. I don't mind short legs.
Yeah, make the legs longer.
I don't mind no legs. I don't mind no legs.
As long as the boobs are sizeable.
I'll tell you what's weird though, Steve, right? Everyone's heard of like Adam and Eve, yeah? What's the surname?
Yeah, where'd they get their post from? Unbelievable.
One of my uncles, right, Tattoo Stan, he's just caked in them.
Right.
I don't think he's my proper uncle, but he's just like my dad's got.
Tattoo Stan.
No, my dad's got.
That's a province in Russia, isn't it?
My dad's got loads of mates who.
When
like,
you say he's not your
names.
proper uncle,
Do you know how, like, when
Just a bloke
someone
who used to
comes
hang around
round,
by the
all
school?
right, Uncle Stan?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And my dad had loads of mates like that. There was John the Screw.
right?
So he either works in a prison or he likes to have sex.
Cabby. Cab driver.
Okay.
There was Jimmy the Hat. I don't know where he
Jimmy
did.
the Hat.
Yeah. And,
Did he wear a hat?
No.
No.
There was Fred the Veg.
You sure he wasn't a relative?
Sorry.
Fred the Veg used to get us like big bags of potatoes and that.
Fred Veg, okay.
And there was Tattoo Stan.
Right.
And he was just caked in them. And I used to always look at him thinking, why have you done that? I must have only been like, 6
I
or
suppose
7.
if you're born with a name like Tattoo Stan,
Exactly.
you're destined, aren't you,
were
really?
they like a 1950s gang?
I'm worried about... I'm
Who
worried
were
about...
doing a bank job?
What was his name? The Hat? What was his name?
Jimmy the Hat.
I'm worried about Jimmy the Hat.
Yeah.
Not having a hat.
I don't understand
Are
it.
you sure he didn't have a hat?
Not when I met him.
Did he ever wear a hat?
I didn't see him that much.
Do you think it was a joke, like, when your mate's sort of like, 8 foot and huge, you call him Little John or Tiny? Do you think...
Well, the fact that he never wore
Yeah,
a
they
hat.
went, hold on, I've noticed something about Jim. Go on. No hat. And I go, oh, true, let's call him Jim the Hat.
Jimmy the Hat, yeah. But my Uncle Stan, he had like loads of them. He did them himself.
Oh dear.
And it was always that thing.
God. What was it things like?
He had like the
cross.
cut here,
Cut here,
on
made
the
in
neck.
Britain.
And if you're going to do them yourself, I'd say at least make sure you're sort of a good drawer.
Yeah.
And don't do it in the mirror so it comes out backwards.
Well, that was the other thing. But like, I remember he did. Names are all right. He had like all his kids' names down his arm. And,
what are they called?
Yeah.
oh, God, it's
Tattoo Stan Jr.
Yeah.
and
Paul shits to bed.
I'm trying to.
Oh, Wabbai Kate.
yeah.
But he had.
Frankie never amounts to anything.
Oh, God.
So he had like.
Johnny, I don't think he's mine.
So he did all this. I don't even know why I'm telling you about tattoos.
No, nor do I, Carl.
50 Cent in Da Club on XFM 104.9.
We're playing our favourite singles of the year.
Yep.
And we're looking back over some of our favourite clips of the year. Embrace. Glorious Day on XFM 104.9.
Rick, there may be listeners tuning in thinking they've got something better to do, for instance, switching off the radio and just staring blankly at the wall for the next half an hour. But no, because what they're going to miss is our grand finale
Oh, yeah.
to this, which is, of course...
Sponsored by
Lindauer's, the sparkling wine solution to a hot summer's day.
Yeah.
That we're going to be firing a cork.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Things, yeah.
Good.
They're going to be firing a cork at Carl's head just for the sound.
I just think it sounds... Huh?
It's not happening.
Yes, it is. You said... No, we've said it is now.
We've promised it to the listeners.
Yeah, come on.
I'm not happy with it.
Why? Because the pain.
Well, I've never had it done, so I don't know how painful it is.
Well, all the more reason to do it then.
Yeah, we've got to try it out, haven't you? You're perfect. It's like a little cowbell or wood block. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for pop. And I'm going to film it for my website.
Brilliant.
So go to that this week, rickygervais.com, and see Karl Pilkington getting hit. A high-powered cork coming out of Lindauer sparkling wine.
Lindauer sparkling wine. And of course, if you want to send us anything in, and perhaps next week that you feel we could actually that'd be great.
Sponsor
us to do
this
something
is
for
like
Karl.
interactive because a lot of people plan the show. Like Dr. Fox plans his show. We sort of come up, we riff on the. That's a great idea. Send stuff in that we could harm Karl with.
Yeah, we try to
harm Karl. We do a jingle. Harm Karl.
I've always wanted one of those George Foreman grills. I've always wanted one of them.
I know, but that's too much, isn't it?
What if we just pressed his head inside it? We'd have to put it on.
No, put it on. See,
Just squeeze his head inside it.
I've got to do that thing with a tea towel one day. You know that thing I did with a tea towel? You put a tea towel around his head, right, tie it. I put a wooden spoon in, and you only have to turn it like a couple of inches, and it kills you, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure.
It really is, yeah. So we'll be firing a cork at Karl's head. I'll be filming it for the website.
So that's coming up
That'll be brilliant.
about 10 to 3. Look forward to that.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm loving this. This is my. Just being in a room with him. I just can't. I want to squeeze his head.
XFM 104.9 playing Green Day. The studio's falling apart.
I know, his microphone broke.
I'll be honest with you, Rick, I don't know why Lindauer's, the sparkling wine, want to be associated with this shambles of a show.
It is falling apart. This is awful, this studio. It's got to be fixed. Right? Right, now, Carl, come on here. It's the time where I'm going to let a cork off. Do you want to film this, Steve?
Yeah, let me
That'll be available on the website next week, rickygervais.com. So see Carl getting hit. One bloke suggested we leave the metal cap on because it's get a better pitch, but we take that. He's straight. Let's
Hang on, let's get the camera ready.
Get the camera ready. Ready?
So if you just joined us, we are using some Lindauer's sparkling wine to basically, what can I say? We fire a cork at Carl's round
ready?
head.
Ready?
Hang on a sec. Let me just put the headphones on.
All right, film this then.
Okay.
It's in position. Look.
Just firing up.
Okay, Carl, come on there so we can see your head a little bit. We want to get the noise, the microphone there. Right, ready? Hold on.
Good. So you're just doing it.
Hold on. Now it's in position. What if it? Oh. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh God! It. Oh no!
It's like Jackass.
Did it hurt?
Behind me.
What do you mean? Did it hit you?
I sort of just...
It went off. It went off course. Did it? Just glanced at it.
Right, Lindauer, you're going to send us 8 more bottles, please.
Yeah,
so we're going to get this right.
Wait, what were you thinking during the quiz then, when the questions were coming out? What were you thinking of?
Well, what it was, right, just before the quiz started, I had to go to the toilet, right, because the rule is, right, people who don't go to it, once it starts, phones off, no more toilet. They take it dead serious, don't they, right?
Yeah.
So, I went to the toilet. Now, I'm not being out of order here, it just got me thinking, right? I went to the toilet, the gay fella in there, right?
There was a gay fella in there.
Gay fella in the toilet. Now,
How could you tell?
How did you know?
just typical, everything about it, right?
Everything about it, right, yeah.
Oh.
What, large handlebar moustache, leather cap.
Butt plugs, amyl nitrate. Could I just say that these views do not reflect the views of the management of XFM or me and Steve.
Or most of the people in this country.
Go on, Carl. What's your problem?
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about, really. But this is why I only got Danny Minogue right. Right? Because this was floating around my mind. Went to the toilet. Now, go into the toilet. They have like men's cubicle and they have women's cubicle.
Yeah.
Now, without sounding out of order, is it wrong for me to think gay men should have their own little cubicle?
Go in.
They should have their own... Well, not cubicle, you mean an actual toilet, I suppose.
When I was at the urinal, normally, there's a fella there and then you go, all right, and there's no pressure. But I couldn't go. I was thinking, should I wait? If I go into the toilet, it'll look obvious.
Yeah.
I had loads of pressure and this was going on.
What were you worried about?
I'm so sorry.
What were you concerned about?
Viewers? I'm so sorry.
It's like, right, listen, when I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's a bit cute, right? As long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet, right? And you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right, and my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
Caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear?
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were
It
you?
was like a ripped tennis ball.
What? Right, we're off air. Either that or put us in for the Stoners.
Okay, what's the next one? What's the educating
Well,
Ricky?
I don't know. See, like I say, I was looking around and there's stuff that is interesting. Right, I was looking on the web.
But there's no point.
Well, it's just that I found one about...
What's the point?
About a lad who 8 years old, but he's still breastfed. Now, I don't know if you can get anything out of that.
Is that what his mum said?
So,
What do you mean? I don't know if I can get anything out of that. You don't need to.
No, it's just that, you know.
Where did you read that?
That was on the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're always unspecific when you mention it. It's just it was on the internet.
Well, I'm trying to think what I put in. I think I put in Y to see if I'd confuse a computer. And then,
Go! You are...
no, I did,
No, honestly.
I did a search, put in why, and it came up with funny things that, like, why is this person doing that? Why is that? And it had a picture of this 8-year-old lad, sort of, you know, on his mum's nipple, and it was saying, you know, is this healthy?
You sure that wasn't asking you that question?
What? I put in why? Just to confuse the computer. Like, the computer go, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah. Last week, I was walking home with him, and I went, he was saying something stupid, and I went, I've got a competition for next week. Let's do a phone-in, and it's called Karl Pilkington, Genius or Fool.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, No. I went, why not? He went, well, it'd be confusing because they say there's no difference between genius and being a fool.
They do though, don't they?
No, but it's rubbish. And people say there's a fine line between madness and genius. And, you know, it's a ridiculous soundbite. They don't say there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot.
Well, the people who do are idiots.
Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm
A
just...
title for the story?
No. It's just what would you do? Right?
What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area, right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so, Carl, what are you asking me? About this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw on the internet, there's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk, and he's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
What do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right. You know, I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So,
Oh, God.
what should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, you know, what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? What are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No. What are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the
I'm
public?
just saying, say if you live next door to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old. He's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish. And he goes, all right, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I assume.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Carl? Let's turn it back on him.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, all right then, put it in a bowl first.
And you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right? And you do that when you're a baby and everything's all right, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah.
You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see. And you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see like an old man having a Twix. You never...
Oh!
So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see an old man
I
eating a
know,
Twix.
that's a terrible thing.
So what they have got, right, they've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with Werthers.
Is that a song? Oh, God. You don't see it.
So they've got their Werthers, right?
Yeah.
So,
Look think he's giving a lecture at Oxford?
It's not going anywhere.
No, go on, sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying,
Right.
you grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't look right, so he's having...
It doesn't look right!
So...
Right.
I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
I think it cuts, though, before he throws it back in his face and get me a Twix.
Well, here we are again, XFM, on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is, I think it's the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah.
And leaving.
Even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play, what, from the last 3 weeks?
After this is Feeder.
Alright, so, here's the first bit. Yeah.
Right, okay, Educating Ricky, part 2.
Right. I'm committed to this treatment.
Yeah.
Is one of them.
I've got to go for that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or the other one is the police are causing a bit of a stir.
He still says it like it's the best thing he's ever come up with, which in a way is.
It could be. Right, go on then. I'm committed to this treatment.
Right. Do you know the saying...
Is it just sayings now? Are they all sayings? This
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, the other one isn't. Frog in your throat?
The saying, there's a frog in your throat?
Yeah.
I assume it's when you croak a little bit. You sound like a frog.
No. Right. Might seem a bit weird, this one, right? But years ago...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, well, what is that clue? Committed to this treatment?
It's about frogs Kermitted.
Probably works better with a K and an ER written down.
Well, also, if you pronounced it Kermitted,
yeah.
but not committed.
Committed to this treatment! Right, go on then.
That's genius.
So, yeah.
Well, what?
You go to the doctors and you go with throat hurting a bit.
Right.
And what they did ages ago.
Ages ago? What year was this approximately?
We are going back quite a bit with this one.
Oh, okay, go on.
And the doctor would say...
did history. Imagine years ago, go on.
And the doctor would say, right, keep your mouth open and you just look at your tonsils. And the jaw would ache a bit because they weren't as quick back then because they didn't have the technology and stuff and they'd have to stare at it and study it and stuff. And they get an achy jaw, right?
Keeping their mouth open.
Yeah, you get, you get a Mars bar or whatever. So, they'd sat there and they used to always close their mouth and it used to annoy the doctor, right? Oh. So what they did, they used to get a toad,
right,
and put it in the mouth.
Rubbish.
Okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
And that way they couldn't close the mouth because either they'd squash it,
right,
or apparently you're not allowed to lick a toad's back.
So the doctor would have them for breaking the law?
No, but it's poisonous, right? A toad's back. You should never lick a toad's back.
Or put it in your mouth, really.
Oh, just stop for a second.
Wait. What?
Can I just ask one question?
Go on, yeah,
ask one question.
I've got a few, but go on.
Sure. My initial thought is, it sounds like a brilliant bit of sort of medical knowledge there. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
My only thought is, how does the doctor see past the toad?
Yeah.
Your tonsils?
What's he actually looking at with the mouth open? Surely the toad is in the way.
Hopping around in the way?
It didn't say.
Sorry, and my first question is, was this on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Carl, that is bollocks. That is,
Well, alright then. Let's turn this round. Where does the saying, you got a frog in your throat come from?
Probably because you sound a bit croaky. Probably that. Probably because you sound a little bit like a frog when you've got a sore throat.
Carl, did you not question it just for a moment when you read it? just for a second, didn't you think that seems an odd approach? Firstly, why a frog of all the different
Because
species?
it's poisonous. A toad.
So a toad, so it's a toad as well.
Yeah, well, it worked. I'm committed. Worked.
No,
My point is, it's frog in the throat.
I was going to change it to, have you heard the news Toad Day? But I went with the frog.
Oh God!
Right, so
that's
think
rubbish.
about it.
So that's rubbish. Next, can I have
Let's play a tune. Let's come up with the
God?
last one. Can I just say? No, just play it. Just play it.
Yeah.
Yo, Carl.
It was my birthday, right? Went home after working with you a couple of Saturdays ago, right? Girlfriend was like, open your card, and I said, no, it's my birthday on Monday, I'll open it then.
You obey by the rules, certainly on birthdays. Birthday rules.
Well, there's no point.
Well, exactly. Chaos leads that way.
Yeah, right, so,
Not an anarchist, never has been.
so anyway, she was kept going on, and it was doing me head in, so I said, alright, I'll open it.
Yeah.
So I opened it, ticket fell out, surprise holiday to one of the Canary Islands. So,
And what was your reaction? I mean,
first one was we haven't got enough money
right.
for this, but I didn't want to ruin it, so
No.
so I didn't go on about that, and I said, oh, it'd be great, so I can't wait. So,
Did you say it in that tone of voice?
well, it was good timing because I was tired and everything, and I'm not a big holiday fan, but the timing was right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same as last night. I don't always like a curry, but last night
You're in the mood.
you get that sort of, oh yeah.
Curry, you had a feeling.
Yeah, you had a feeling
You
for
thought,
curry.
and then lo and behold, later you were eating the curry. It's weird, isn't it?
Very
Isn't it weird, the
strange. Life is-
paranormal? Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird?
They work in mysterious ways.
Yeah,
ghosts.
yeah.
So
yeah.
anyway, right, the island, if I was on with you here, I'd probably say it's a bit barren.
Okay.
Not much there, but if you get a hotel, you guarantee good weather. Right?
Are you?
No, what I mean is, it'll be a good holiday. If you get a hotel, right, the weather's always good, so you'll have a nice
Yeah,
time.
that was a comma, yeah, it was a, yeah, go on.
And all that, and the food was alright, and everything was going alright. I was just having a nice, relaxing time.
And how do you sort of spend your time on a holiday? You just lie around? Is that
That sort of holiday, just lying around. I bought a book.
You bought a book?
Yeah.
Okay, ghosts?
No, it was short stories, right? It
About
was like
ghosts?
no, it was about like special days in our time and time before me and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like it was telling you about how in I think it was 1814 the Thames frozen up.
Yeah.
And all these stories are told by eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
Right. So there's some fella who was around in 1814. And the Thames was frozen, and people used to put market stalls on there, and they'd do the shopping. It was like like an Oxford Street.
Was that Mad Liar Charlie? No, because he's famous for that.
Well,
yeah.
I'm sure you know.
No, I think that was Mad Liar Charlie.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was reading that, and then after a couple of days was a bit like, oh,
Boring.
yeah, you can only do sort of so much lying around.
And so much reading.
So Suzanne said, let's go on the beach, have a walk.
You ain't gone on the beach?
Where had you been up to this point then? In your room?
No, just like around the pool, just relaxing and having a swim and that.
Yeah.
So she said, let's go on the beach. I said, all right then, yeah. So wandered down to the beach, and first impressions are, yeah, it's all right, it's clean. Sea
Your
looks good.
criteria is so basic, it's brilliant. Hotel, yes. Roof, good. Food, adequate. Beach, clean. Next.
So I'm walking along, and everything's good, and there's a woman feeding fish bread, which I thought that's different.
I love that. He likes originality. He loves a bit of originality.
He was feeding fish bread?
This woman was there, like up to her knees in water.
Yeah.
And she was stood
Was
there.
that a sea?
Chucking, yeah.
Oh, right, good.
Chucking this bread, and I thought, what's she doing? And I stood there and watched for a minute, and there was little fish coming up, having the bread. I thought, oh. So we carried on walking, and everything's going well, and then this fella comes towards me.
Everything's going well.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
original.
fallen over.
Clean feeding bread. 2 points for originality. Yeah.
Fella comes walking towards me.
Oi, oi.
He's only got no pants on.
Oh.
So I said, Suzanne, what's going on?
Why did he turn to her? Like she knows more than him.
So she said, oh yeah, it's she said, yeah, it's a nudity.
Is this going to be a long story? Could you pour that coffee? Can you give me that coffee over? Sorry, this is really bad. Yeah, because he's poured. Thank you.
Just amuse yourselves while we sort the coffee.
Mm.
Thank you very much.
Steve, do you want
I'll have a cup of coffee, Carl. Thanks, yeah, cheers.
Cold. Right, good. Okay.
So,
Great. Thank you.
So she said, yeah, it's a nudist beach. So I said, well, why, what? I said, we're all it's all mixed up. Normally on a nudist beach, it's a nudist beach and you don't go wandering on there when you get your clothes on and that. So it annoyed me a bit, because there wasn't any signs. So this fella's getting closer.
Well, the knob out was a sign.
Yeah. Right, so he's getting closer. And he walked past me, it was an old fella. And he walked past and he had a hat on and a little pipe and a big rucksack on his back. Right, so he got me thinking.
Not strictly naked.
I'm walking along and I'm thinking, right, why do people want to do this? So straight away, I wasn't on holiday anymore, because most of the time when I'm on holiday, I don't think about anything. Right?
Your mind's a blank.
I just switch off. Right? But all of a sudden, this has got in my head now, and I turn around to look at him, and
check out his arse.
And this bag, right, I swear, it was massive, right?
What? You had a massive bag?
The bag.
His rucksack?
His rucksack.
Oh, right, okay. When he said there was an old couple coming towards me, I said, what was lower, the bloke's bollocks or the woman's tits? And he said, well, that was another point, she might as well have worn knickers. Because you can see it. That's what he said to me.
So you saw the bag?
So it annoyed me, yeah, because the whole idea, innit, this is what I think, I mean, I might be wrong, right? Might be wrong.
Chances are
you never have been. You never have been before.
Being nudist, right? What's it all about?
So I'll tell you, on that point, Carl, let's play a tune, let's come back and we'll discuss...
What are we going to play?
We'll discuss that very issue. We've got some ideas, we did chat about this last week, Carl, in your absence.
Alright, well, we'll play the Coral.
Okay.
It's a good one, this.
Yeah.
Coral, Dreaming of You, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
If you just joined us, Carl is walking down the beach, and a man has just passed him with his knob out.
Yeah, his testicles out and his huge bag, apparently.
Right.
Now, we'll sum this up, quick, because we did talk about it last week. You did call me and tell me some of these things, and we sort of mentioned it last week, but you just want to say just give us your thoughts on nudity.
Well, what I don't understand is, right, nudity, I thought it was all about, sort of being free.
Yeah.
Natural, letting the breeze, blow around you and that. That's all I can think is of like the bonus of doing it. But you can get that by just having a pair of shorts on, right? Because I'm not one for getting my kit off. It's just something a bit weird about it, isn't it? Normally, if I go for a walk on the beach, I'll put a shirt on.
Sure.
But leave it unbuttoned.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, tease the ladies, sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just feels a bit weird. So it's best to cover your back anyway, because the sun...
Yeah.
And all
good
that.
advice, yeah.
But when I saw him, and I thought, well, right, is he doing it to sort of be free and be comfy and all that? And then I thought, but he's carrying a big bag, right? I've got a pair of shorts on, and I'm not looking at him thinking, I bet he's really comfy. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't going, I can't wait to get home and get my shorts off. They're really annoying me, these. So... and that's just it. I don't get what it's all about.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Well, okay. Well, my advice to you is don't go to nudist beaches again.
Well, I didn't go again.
That was Jane's Addiction. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
This was a clip show. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. It's not over yet, because tonight... at 9:50 is the second part of The Office Christmas specials. It's brilliant. Watch it, and we'll be back next week live. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. Bye.
Have a great new year.
Can I just tell you a story that Karl told me a couple of weeks ago?
Is this another ghost story? Another spooky story?
Yeah. I called him out. I was, what are you doing? He said, I've just been reading ghost stories again. He said, you don't believe in them, but how do you explain this? So I went, go on. He said, I'll tell you as he told me it. He went, bloke, right, just sitting at home, doing, watching telly with his cat. And, the phone rings, and it's a bloke going, is that fire, in your oven okay now? 'Cause your wife called. And Karl went, well, 1, there was no fire in the oven. 2, he wasn't married. I went, right. Go on. He went, well. Then, right, there was a knock at the door, and there was 2 sort of people in sort of white coats, and they came and said, we've come about that fire. Your wife called us. He went, 1, there isn't a fire in my oven, and 2, I'm not even married. Right? And he said they saw the cat, and they looked at the cat. It looks a bit weird at the cat. The cat came out, nothing.
He said, and then he went back, sat down, phone rings, and they said, did they sort out the fire in the oven that your wife told us about?
Oh.
He went, 1, there is no fire in my oven. 2, I haven't got a wife. And Carl went, what do you think of that? I went, that's not it. He went, yeah. I went,
That's the end of the story.
What? He went, well, how'd you explain that? I went, explain what? I thought he was going to say, a year later we got married, but she died in an oven fire. Right? I thought it was going to be that. And I went,
That's
what?
people winding him up.
Yeah, or someone did report a fire oven, and their name was Johnson, and they looked up Johnson, they got the wrong thing, it was the gas board, and they sent it round to the wrong person, right? Do you know, he went, yeah. I said, I explained it to him, he went, yeah. Why did they look at the cat funny?
Oh, man alive, Carl. This is really weird, right? I was in my house once, right, and the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
Right, I opened the door, and there was no one there.
Yeah.
Right? And then I looked across the street,
There's some
right, and
kids
there were some
running
kids running away.
Yeah.
Now, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
There was another time, right, where, like, I opened the door, and there was a bloke goes, you've ordered pizza. I went, I haven't ordered pizza. And I heard my mate upstairs giggling and putting the phone down.
Yeah.
How do you explain that? Carl, seriously, why did you tell me that story? What did you think it was weird about that?
The fact that it was 3 different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall
hassling
asleep
him
and not read the
about
end?
A fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Carl. What? I mean, why did they look at the cat funny?
Because cats don't like spirits, do they?
What? The other blokes were ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
So
explanation.
these are kind of beetle about type ghosts. These are ghosts who walk the earth as the undead, just winding people up slightly.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
seriously,
and a cat
Carl-
that did not look happy.
But seriously, why would ghosts wander around just like winding people up?
Oh,
Maybe something did happen there years ago. Some fire, some woman might have died in a house of a fire or something.
Yeah.
And it sort of all happened again. Bit of a-
Yeah, it's certainly a mystery.
I mean, if you don't
it's a
believe-
mystery. I mean, I can't.
What's this book you were reading? You were reading a book, which is interesting enough.
It was the for Tea and Times.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say.
But we're talking about MTV, right? And I was feeling a bit nervous, wasn't I? About like, you know, the way I look.
Right.
And what have you. And then I watched a bit of Celebrity Big Brother and all the fuss that Mark Owen's getting, and he's not that good looking, is he?
He's a very. I want to be Mark Owen's mate. If anyone who knows Mark Owen or Mark Owen's listening, I want to be his mate. I think he's brilliant.
I think he's a nice lad, but what I'm saying is, right, all the girls go mad over him.
Yeah.
And he's not that good looking, is he?
Well, no, he's got. He is in a certain way, isn't he? That sort of non-threatening.
Yeah, but he's not stunning, is he? Do you know what I mean?
No, but no.
Well, what's your definition of a stunning?
Yeah.
Well,
who do you like?
Someone who you look at and you go, God, they're good
Which
looking.
bloke do you fancy?
What bloke do you think's attractive then?
So if I was into men,
Yeah.
in fact, you can still say a bloke's a good looker without fancying him. And that.
Who do you think
You
is
know what I mean?
attractive?
Probably. I mean, it depends what you're looking for.
No, just look. Just look. You think
There's different looks as
of
well,
course,
isn't
yeah.
there?
Who would you say was attractive? Who would you say was like stunning in your definition?
A good-looking lad.
Yeah.
Good-looking lad. Oh, look at him over there. He's. Ooh.
Do you find, Robbie Williams? Do you find him attractive?
Boy next door. Look.
No. Who do you? Carl, hurry up, because it's we've only got 2 hours.
Probably. Do you know? I can't think of one offhand. Mark Owen is pretty good looking then, really.
What? There's not. Just name one bloke that you think's an attractive guy. There must be one bloke that you've either met or that you've seen in a pub
Who do you think
on a
is attractive?
poster.
Tell you what.
Go on.
Tell you what. Works here. Young Alex Zane.
Well, we know Alex. Maybe we can fix you up. Oh, I love you, Alex. You got so
I just like the way, the things that interest me, I remember. Things like snakes not having ears and stuff.
Yes.
I didn't have to read about that.
No, you just learned that.
You
Yes.
saw it on the telly, didn't you? You saw it on that Ian Wright programme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what Carl said to me. He said, It's actually, I called Carl up in the week, and Reese was with him. You know, Reese used to be on XFM, and he took the phone, and he went, Carl's worried, I've seen that programme. He said, snakes don't have ears, right? He said, so you can creep up on them and pick them up. And he said, Carl's worried. He said, how'd you ever put them down again? Because then they know you're there.
I woke up the other night, quite late.
Worried about that.
And I said to my girlfriend, I said, how do you put a snake down? And she said, what are you talking about? I said, that Ian Wright thing, this guy managed to pick up a snake. And do you know that thing where they clamp its head on a jar to get the poison out?
I do now.
Right? They did that, but they didn't show you how they got rid of it, and I thought, it could really get nasty, because it's obviously annoyed that you've had its head pressed in the jar.
Yeah.
Right?
They hate that.
Now...
Especially as it's in front of their mates.
When you lift it off,
Yeah.
right, you've got hold of it.
Yeah.
If you go to chuck it down, it's going to turn on you.
It's going to go wild, isn't it?
So, I just wondered.
Well, what you do is you never put it down, Carl.
Yeah, that's why that bloke has got about, 11 or 12 just carrying him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never put it down. You sling it. Who cares?
You just throw it, don't you, really far.
That's not, that I don't think you should throw
But
snakes.
Carl, listen, don't worry, we're not asking you to get involved with snakes.
Like I said to you, though, the reason I did this was to get that kitchen, right? Now,
Brilliant.
as we speak now, right, Builder's in the flat. He's been annoying me.
Of course he has. Of course he has. What's he been doing?
When he turned up on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Wanders in, and the first thing he says to me is, said, the pub across the road, is it any good? I said, well, it doesn't matter, does it? You're working on the kitchen.
Think of saying that to a builder. Probably making conversation. Probably meant, do they do a toasted sandwich? Because I've got a half-hour lunch break. Not an hour, like Karl Pilkington. So I'll probably there and get a nice, cheese and tomato sandwich.
So is that genuinely what you said to him?
Yeah.
The first thing you
Yeah,
said
so
to him?
Suzanne had a go at me saying, why have you said that? He hasn't even started on it yet.
I cannot believe that.
You're unbelievable, Carl. And you say it's us that are rude, crass,
I wasn't being
thoughtless.
rude. I just was letting him know. Do you know what I mean? I know what
He
we're up
knows
to.
what he was there for. He had it down on his little docket. Do the kitchen this week. He didn't come there and go, what did I come out for? Was it to go to the pub for a week?
Why am I wearing these overalls?
Yeah. Who's the little bald mank twat insulting me? Let me just check. Let me call the head office.
I wasn't having a go, though. I mean, they should have finished it yesterday, and they're there now,
Yeah.
on their own. And what annoyed me is they turned up late today.
Hold on, Carl. I've just realised something. They're probably listening to the radio. This, I assume, tuned to XFM, isn't it, in your kitchen?
Yeah, but they don't know it's me, do they? Do you know what I mean?
No. They'd go, he's got a whiny mank voice as well. So's the bloke who owns this place. And the bloke who owns this place, when I said, what's that pub like across the road, said, well, you won't be bothering that. He's working on this. No, he won't be able to put two and two together, will he? You've suddenly, the penny's dropped, doesn't it? You've suddenly realised. Look at his face!
Yeah.
He's suddenly realised they might know it's him.
And they could be listening, and they're going to clean you out, mate.
Oh, if you are the builder working in, where is it? I won't say the address, but it's...
Central London, isn't it? Go
Yeah.
mental. Have whatever you want.
Opposite
Seriously.
that pub that you like, that you're...
He'll probably be in there now, so he won't be listening.
Or insulting,
You know what I mean?
insulting a
That's a further
British
insult.
workman.
He should have been in
just go
today.
mental.
He should have been in at 8 this morning,
Just
which annoyed
go
me anyway.
mental.
Why? I really don't understand why they've got to start so early, right?
Yeah.
But he said he'll be there for 8, turned up at 9:30, right? Wanders in, and what annoys me is, he could have left all this downstairs. He had a paper under his arm,
Yeah.
one of those crossword books, and a pot noodle. Now, I'm not being funny, but most of them take quite a bit of time. A crossword book, he's not happy with just the one that's in the paper.
If you're listening, if you are the builder that's listening now, doing Carl's flat, what about pissing in the laundry basket?
All right, this is Karl, the producer of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant on XFM 104.9. We're playing out some of the best bits. Hope you're enjoying it. Here's another one.
So let's take us back a few steps, Carl. What's the story?
Right, so I did some research, right?
Let's just recap again. There was a guy you read about who had his head chopped off. He was guillotined.
Yeah.
He had said to the people around him,
Count
I am
blinks.
going to blink once I've had my head cut off to
So
show
the brain
that life
can still...
or the brain
Yeah.
can continue to work after
Yeah.
death. Okay, so yeah, we queried that.
So you weren't having any of it?
Well, no, possibly for a few seconds till the oxygen stops being fed to the cells because the blood has drained away. But, nothing spectacular. So
Right,
go on.
well, along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said that this isn't good.
It wasn't Ben Oughton at that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was, and they said, right,
That was terrible.
We're gonna cut your head off. You got to show people like you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this, the 1970s? When you say a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of...
Was it the olden days when the phones weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages ago, sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So...
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you wasn't here
Take your head off.
This was literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go
Simon
on.
Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
So-
and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Carl, go on.
So he's having his head cough, and he's resigned to it.
It's the day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long like the body can stay alive without my head on it, right? So they were like, oh, I don't know. So
Hoover.
so
The jailers?
whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get out, pal.
So he said,
No, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
What is it?
So he said, what I want to do, right? He said, surely it's my last right. I'm going to be dead tomorrow.
Sure.
So let's
He
do a
didn't draw
test.
it out this long, did he?
Yeah, he said, let's test this out. He said, do us a favour. He said, it's my last day. What I want you to do is, you're going to cut my head off. Let's put a white line on the floor
Right.
and see if, because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count. Do you know what I mean? If he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's
that.
not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a... you know.
Sure. You get it. Go on.
So,
They got Norris McWhirter down. The Guinness people.
Oh. Yeah.
so they said, let's get this white line.
Yeah.
And
Dedication's all you need.
we'll do this tomorrow. And he said, all right, then I'll see you in the morning. So we go-
I'll see you in the morning. Night, night. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.
I love the fact that Carl knows exactly what was said. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he doesn't know the story
Yeah.
or what order it is in
Yeah,
or when
but
it
he
was.
knows exactly what
or
was
who
said.
said what, but he knows the intricacies. All right then, see you in the morning. Bye, little kissy, kissy, kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, anyway.
So he gets up.
Do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm alright. Go on.
He gets up and they say, right, today's the day and that. And he said, well, I've got used to the idea. So here's a white line for you.
Got used to the idea.
Go on.
So they go, right, you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off. And the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, he stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
yeah.
But, it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit
Yeah.
when you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
What do you reckon you can do then without an head? How many steps?
Nothing.
There'd be muscular spasm, right?
Yeah. It would twitch a bit.
It would, yeah. You could not distinctly take 32 steps. The body don't...
Yeah.
Is the doctor still on the line?
Yeah.
The fella that bought 6 parrots.
Yeah.
And, you could have got 32 steps.
Right, so you
A
don't
beheaded
believe
man
that.
doing a bit of line dancing.
Right, you don't believe that, but something that you do believe that a cockroach can live a week without an head.
It can. Slightly different kettle of fish there.
Why?
Wow, insect to human is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that
but-
difference.
There's not that much difference in
Well, of
some
course there
insects. Do you know that a snake has a heart and lungs and kidneys and stuff?
Go on.
No, well, I'm just saying.
So?
You're making out as if like they're a totally different being.
Species. I am making that up. I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Do you know what you're talking about? I don't want you embarrassing yourself, Rick.
Yeah, I am suggesting they're totally different beings. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now, Carl, the cockroach is a very different thing. The interesting there is that it lives without its head, because a lot of it's on. There's some of them are phototropic, chemotropic. Some of them just literally have irritation and muscle memory. I mean, they do have a central nervous system, but it's very different. So if you lose the head, it bypasses a lot of that anyway. All this is running around. The reason it dies is because it can't take on water. But it's very different to a man, right, having consciousness and then losing that, and the body's still going, no, I think I remember what I was going to do here.
Yeah, so
I'm going to
walk
carefully
along the
walk
white line.
32 steps along this white line. Imagine you just looking down going, oh, missed a bit. Yeah. Maybe the head was in the corner going, left, left, left. Oh, he's now...
Well, let's just put it out. I mean, if anyone listening has maybe had a relative beheaded, maybe in a horrendous car accident, but they got up, maybe they went for a walk, they had a little chat before they passed on. Carl. Get in touch.
Carl, you are my favourite being. You are my favourite species.
Now, you, Carl, may not be particularly different genetically from a cockroach. You are.
Why can cockroaches do that? Why whoever made them went...
Let's play a record.
Do you know what, when I told him this fact, I send him little facts on text messages just to inflame his, interest. I just sent him a cockroach can live 9 days without its head. He texted back, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What's the point of
They're
that?
not doing experiments, these cockroaches.
He's a boring last week to have.
And he went, and on top of all that, you're thirsty. So it's the worst week of your life, isn't it? That week without your head.
Play a record.
Play a record, Carl.
Competition time next.
Oh. We need some call. Look at his little face. Look at his little face.
You've not heard Carl's competition.
Oh, he could do with that, Ned.
Right, Carl, it's a questionnaire about happiness.
Oh, yeah.
There's one person... Well, that should answer it right where. The first question, Carl, on a happy scale of 1 to 10, where are you on the happy scale?
Is it at this moment or in general?
Well, I would say generally.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't always have to, like... I mean, I think I'm happy in that, but I don't always show it.
You never show it?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm not happy in that. Like, I'm alright at the moment. I'd say I'm probably on a... I was probably on about an 8. I was probably about a 9 when I woke up, right? And then... sort of fell out with Suzanne over her haircut.
Yeah.
Right? She went for a haircut and came back with something that I didn't like.
Sorry, what did you say? So when your girlfriend walked to the door, she had her hair done, you said, I don't like it, alright?
She could tell by the look on my face.
But don't you say, no, I'm happy with it, I just can't tell. I'm loving it.
Because then she won't have it done again.
Oh, Carl, I just cannot get over you. I really can't.
No, but you haven't seen it. Right?
Oh,
So then I was fed up, but then I thought...
Sorry, what authority have you got to talk about haircuts?
Yeah, you had officially from a barber in Manchester above a railway station in a shack, it was £2 a cut, told you to have the hair of a Chinaman. Well, you wish you had the hair of a Chinaman now, you got no hair. You're a little bald man with your mouth open, so don't... Is she listening to this, Suzanne? Sitting at home with a woolly hat on?
I don't know. But she knows now, doesn't she?
What did you say? What words
did you
do
about it,
I just said you look like someone out of Slade.
Interestingly, that's what I look for in a girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Which one is Slade?
That one with the funny...
Not Dave Hill.
Yeah.
The one with the crooked fringe and the goofy... She had her teeth done as well, did she? She had 2 front teeth put in.
Dumper.
So anyway,
So prior to that, you're on a 9. Then you saw the haircut, you're on an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now
then,
what you're on?
I'm probably on about a 6 at the moment.
Why? What's happened?
Well, while Star Sailor was on, bit more head squeezing going on. So, yeah, about a 5 or 6.
So generally speaking, what would you say you are?
About 4.
You're on a 4 for a Alright. What would you give someone who wasn't very happy? What would you give them?
What are you thinking, Carl? Depends why they're not happy.
They're low, okay, so what would you give them?
I mean, yeah, depends, innit? If it's someone who's just lost their arms and legs in an accident, you don't give them a lollipop.
Sure, or some mittens.
Yeah. You give them a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, a smile.
A skateboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
You got to answer the question.
Alright, so hang on, let's assume that you've upset your girlfriend because you slagged off her haircut.
What are you
right?
doing now
feel
to go and
guilty.
make her happy?
How are you going to cheer her up? And not buy her a baseball cap.
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it because I've got this to sort out, haven't I? So when I get home, get her some gel or something.
Oh, God! Oh, Christ.
Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and a great record that preceded or followed it, I'm not sure. But,
Oh, dear.
could I make some dedications?
Yeah.
Because I, last week, just before we had to come in to record this, I popped out trying to get onto the tube, and I had a nightmare, because there were millions of protesters, so-called
Yeah.
protesters. Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active, and I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody
I
government.
wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Imagine his aides rushing in and going, George W., look at this guy. Where's that? That's in London, England. Okay, call off the forces.
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It's the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in a jester's hat. Call the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits.
Well, we've run out of time. We've got to get on with the show. It's near the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope the scientists stuck in a big, hut in the middle of nowhere in pitch darkness, 10 of them.
Well, I imagine
enjoyed-
they've been fascinated, Rick, by the finger up the arse discussion. We had
Chinese don't age well, gingers, all that.
the big fat kid.
Well, actually, they're probably securing the knowledge that if they want to kill some time and it's dark, there's nothing better than stick your finger up someone else's ass.
Exactly.
So enjoy that. But they've been hanging on for Rockbusters clues, I imagine. Here's the answer. So give us the clue again quickly.
All right, so the first one was the fella let his wife know how he got the bruise on his legs.
Go on.
Right, that was Courtney Love. Yeah, Courtney Love. So that's Courtney Love.
So
that's the
fine.
first one, CL.
So that one's fine.
The second one, that Potter lad.
What am I doing? Letting that one
Just
go?
let it go, just let it go.
Am I just letting that go?
Annoyingly, we haven't got time to take issue with it, Rick.
Okay.
That Potter lad, he's got a lot of bottle, hasn't he, doing all that stuff with the wizards and that.
Go on.
That's Brave Harry, the Bravery, current sort of XFM band, the Brave Harry, that works as well.
No, it doesn't.
And the last one,
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
the Buddhists
It doesn't work.
won't be able to get in their temple without
Doesn't
these.
work. Brave Harry. It doesn't work. Brave Harry.
The
Brave
Buddhists,
Harry.
Buddhists won't be able to get in their temple without these. TM, that's
Yeah.
the monk keys, right? So who got all them?
The Monk Keys?
Who got all them?
Which band are called the Monk Keys?
The monkeys.
Oh, the Monkeys.
Yeah, the monkeys.
From their classic first album, Velvet Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Louis de Velvet Underground and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto
We got on to genetically modified babies, but
and then
somehow
Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto, he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was...
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So
didn't you?
the mother was a right pig, apparently. I don't know if that's
you
relevant.
don't need to go that far.
But you-
But
well,
what
go
I'm
on.
trying to do is like make a picture for you so you understand.
What did she
What a
look
picture
like?
it
Who
is.
did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline Quirk,
Quirky, yeah.
right?
Okay, I knew you were going to say that. I knew it was going to be Paul. Did she have any tats? Did she have any
I've
tattoos?
never got that close to it.
Okay, all right.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her
No,
husband?
her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse,
Yeah, from I don't know where. There was I think there was some stables down the road or something.
and they kept the horse in the house with
They
them.
kept it in the house.
Did
But
they
didn't
get
have
caught?
it for long.
No.
Sorry, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse
No,
in
what
there.
happened was I was. They did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity, and they said you can do anything to raise money, and they came out with all these ideas, and I thought that's good.
What was the charity?
Well, I don't know. I thought forget the charity.
Yeah, that's
I'm
just
the
a good way of
charity
making
here.
over.
So-
You're a charity.
So, so I asked my mum for some, because she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them? And I'll go and buy some plastic cups. And got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling
Yeah.
them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
Did you just cut? You didn't just cut them and stick them in the
Yeah, they
soil.
wouldn't have survived. But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs, because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rough. So as I went
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door, and they opened the door, and it was one of them houses where no carpet,
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
and the horse was walking around the living room. I looked quite happy and everything, because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty
right?
was on. Yeah.
Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
Central heating.
3-piece suite and a telly and that?
Telling you that.
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari.
Right? I was walking through London. the
Commodore
other day.
64, rubbish.
Exactly.
Walking through London with Suzanne, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like homeless people always have dogs. And she said, "Oh, I hope she looks after it." And I said, that dog is happier than most dogs,
Right.
Because people always walk past and give it a pat on the head.
Yeah.
It's with its owner all the time.
Yeah.
It's out in the open. It's not locked up in a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You know what I
eat,
mean?
but other than that...
No, it does eat though. They're always all right. So that's what I was saying. I think this horse was doing all right for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not many horses have got their own house.
Exactly.
For a start, yeah.
Well, anyway, that's
by the by.
Yeah. So anyway, this family. Who's a bit. What were we talking about? It was about cloning.
Genetically modified kids and all that stuff, yeah.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is, you could say, right, Steve, you could have a baby, right? And Ricky could see it and say, God, I want one that looks like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It could happen, Rick.
So
Come on, work with him.
So you take it to the doctors, and I don't know what they do. They inject it with something or whatever.
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
And get a little baby, and there it is. It looks the same. Now, the thing is, you separate. You both go off and do your own things.
Yep.
Right? Now, you look at Stephen, you look after your baby.
Yeah.
You treat it well, you give it good food and
I'm
that.
a good dad.
All the vitamins and stuff.
Yeah.
Ricky just gives it cheese. Right? So then it changes its looks. It goes a bit fat. It gets tired easily and that sort of thing. Now, when this family...
Why am I just feeding a baby cheese?
Right, this family who had a horse in their house.
Yeah.
They had a little baby, and my mum went round and said, "You're not going to believe this, but it's a beautiful looking baby," right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, And the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, they didn't really look after it. And I'm not saying like abusing it, but it used to run around. It used to play out till like 10 at night.
Yeah.
It used to chase cars.
Right.
It was a bit.
Did it have hooves?
No. Chase cars.
Right.
What sort of kid chases cars? Oh God!
No.
Was it called Rover?
The
Did
weird
it catch sticks?
It's Liam, it was called, right?
Right.
Now, the weird thing is, it was a good-looking kid, but as time went on, and all that, like, not eating properly, and its hair was all patchy.
It's not Liam Gallagher, is it?
And chasing cars and that, and it became an ugly kid.
It's definitely Liam Gallagher.
And that's what I'm saying, right? You can clone all you like, but at the end of the day, it's how you brought up.
Brilliant.
Wow. Live.
Wow.
That was a hell of a point.
Oh God.
But am I right?
Oh, you're always right, Carl. XFM 104.9. Lovely, that one. Now, again, I broke the rules in the week. I met up with Carl. I had lunch with him. And we were chatting and having a cup of tea. And it got onto one of Carl's favourite programmes, was the Tales of the Unexpected.
Ah, of course.
And all I can think is that he's probably the only person in Britain where they were unexpected. I mean, to him, when that twist came in, he'd go, gee, I can't...
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't believe
So it was the tree that did it. I mean, he was probably the only... And we were telling all these stories of horror, and he liked horror stories. And I told him this story. And I don't know if this had come across the way, but I told him this story. It was a short. It was a horror short.
This was a film you saw, was it?
Yeah. And what it was, it started off, just there'd been a car crash. You see, it's a horrendous wreck. And you saw it from the point of view of the person in the car. And he was calling for his mate, and he was going, Dave... And he sort of looked over and saw a body without a head that had been thrown. He goes, "Oh no, Dave!" And then into the field of view came Dave, his mate, and looked at him with a look of horror. And then it sort of went black, and you realised that he was just a head, and it had been his body.
Oh wow!
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, then it came up at the end, at the executions in the French Revolution, people experience consciousness for, and he went, oh. No, he said, it wouldn't be for that long. And then he went, if it was a chicken, it would work. Imagine remaking that film, but it's two chickens in horrendous car crash.
Their own fault for driving, right?
It would work. No, he wasn't having that.
Yeah.
No, it was too long. I think he said, how long was this film? I went, 5 minutes. He went, no. It would work if it was a chicken.
I like the way that Carly was something like, when you relate an incident like that, he's appalled and offended and annoyed by the people that made it, even though he's never seen it.
Oh, he's annoyed, yeah.
Do you have a favourite Tales of the Unexpected, one that you remember particularly that shook you up?
Yeah, we were talking about the one on where there's some woman in prison. Have you seen that one?
I can't remember them all.
Right. This woman's in prison.
Yeah.
And she gets a bit friendly with the guy who takes the dead bodies out.
Right.
And he said, I can get you out of here. He said, what you've got to do, right? You've got to, I don't know, at midnight.
When you hear the bell toll, that means there's been a dead body.
Yeah, there's been a dead body. So what you've got to do is go into like the place where all the dead bodies are, get in the first coffin on the right, and then I'll come along and carry you out and you can run away and escape, right? So she goes, yeah, all right then. So she hears the bell go.
I'll bury you, right? And then I'll come back later and dig you up.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's the point.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Trust me, Carl, it really matters.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know if I'm going to ruin this for people at home.
Yeah.
Can I just skip to the end? I would imagine that she gets buried and he doesn't come back, and she has to get buried alive.
Better than that. So she gets in the coffin, and she's lying there for ages.
She's buried.
She can feel a bit of movement going on, so she's obviously, being carried somewhere, so she's thinking, this is it, I'm getting out. And she's lying there for ages and thinking, why isn't someone coming and lifting the lid off this? Do you know what I mean? Letting me get out. So she's really bored. She gets a lighter out, right? Lights it to have a look at who she's lying on. It's only the fella who said he'd help escape.
Oh.
How bad is that?
That is... How bad is that?
So it is quite important that she's buried alive then, isn't it? In retrospect, you realise that the jeopardy is that she is buried alive and can't get out.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worse, doesn't it, than just like lying in the morgue and going, actually, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work.
Look at Carl's face. Having told that, he's so pleased. His face is lit up. He's beaming like a child.
Have you seen any?
Is that your favourite horror thing ever? This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Stephen Merchant. You're listening to the best of, basically, Karl Pilkington. Avalanches, frontier psychiatrists.
Absolutely.
Well, we've had lots of emails. People, obviously, we inflamed and provoked about the Cornish pasty. I've got a couple of amendments to that. The crusty bit, is actually as a handle, because obviously the miners had dirty hands, and they'd eat all the stuff in the pasty, and they'd be left with this sort of crust, and they could throw that away. Also, someone told us that at one end was an apple, so you have a little sweet as well.
Little dessert.
So, there you go.
You noticed how, over the years we've been doing this, way back when we started XFM, no one ever contributes when we ask about the music, when we ask about hip-hop, or their, opinions on that, anything important. But start talking about pasties.
Yeah.
We've had about 5 phone calls.
Yeah. And someone phoned up to confirm. They used to work for Upper Crust, and basically, Carl got all excited. So it is true. Well, I don't know if it's true. I've read the same sign you did, Carl.
Interestingly, there's an email here that says, which basically offers a history of the baguette, and talks about after the revolution, the government decreed that all of France must eat the same bread, and it was up to the bakers to bake this bread of equality. And then Napoleon kind of made sure it was a particular, he kind of set in
obviously on the bread you can eat anything you find in the garden, frogs, snails, bits of horse,
but
squid.
The interesting thing is, Rick, that there's no mention of sticking it down your trousers whilst going to war.
The French have tried to keep that secret for over 100 years,
It was only
Steve.
the upper crust people.
Nearly 200 years, that is a top secret. Somehow Euston Station Upper Crust got hold of a document, left behind in an old sea chest, possibly Napoleon's, could have been Josephine's. Unfortunately, jotted it down. He's kicking himself now. Oh, Secret, I cannot believe I left a note. If he talked like that.
He did.
He did that, yeah, he talked English, but in a very funny French accent.
Do you remember, there was one thing that, talking about funny French accents, you remember Allo Allo?
Yeah.
Remember, it was on about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but they still made, because it was a funny Frenchman, it was that English guy who was posing as a French police officer.
It's very complicated plot.
He would often walk by, and I remember there was one where he said, I was pissing by the door when I heard a shit.
Oh yeah.
Now that's
passing by the door.
I'm allowed to say
passing
that.
by the door when I heard a shot.
That's what he's saying. I'm allowed to say that at 2 o'clock because I'm just saying I'm talking in a French accent.
Yeah.
I was pissing by the door when I heard a shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm speaking French, Carl.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the rule.
Right. Okay. Educating Ricky. What have we got? Airy Chinese kid. Go on.
Right. Yeah. This is the. I didn't want to do this,
What do you mean you want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you 3, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah,
And-
which was total rubbish, so this one should be better, maybe.
Hey, Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about hairy people in the past.
True enough.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, the little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah, again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not, there were some people that were born very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves. You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of
What
grew.
sort of hair was it? Was
Thick hair.
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick, and then it just goes all the way over
You
his
don't
head.
think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over?
No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that.
Yeah.
And
Had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it in a quiff or?
no, it was just
hanging everywhere.
all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, this is a bit weird happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him monkey boy and all this.
Oh,
And
thinking Chinese press.
but the doctor,
Yeah. Oh.
They're cruel, aren't they?
The
It's like those game shows. That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
and the doctor said,
I was talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned around and I still saw he was talking. Go
So
on.
anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey
yeah,
boy.
and they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said
Showing him nuts.
he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. And he said everybody should just treat him the same, and I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
That's
the end of the story.
That's not a story.
why.
But I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it? So, would you like to start on your to Steve, because I've heard all these.
We won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, what it was, do you know, like, don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but like they do the weekly shopping on like a Friday.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, you know, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, you know, what's that saying? Like a pig in. You know, I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the same?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions because
Exactly.
he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right, so anyway, so there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and, you know, penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. it's like a quest for fire. And then they run upstairs. What did he just sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll have one of them, so I grabbed it.
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely.
And like my mum and dad are putting this stuff away and what have you. And I rip it open and knock it back, right? Straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
it straight
right
away,
down
yeah.
But it went down the wrong way, right? So
What, down your shirt?
So I was like, oh God, I can't breathe. And my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, and she's going, oh God, you know, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh God, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it.
So-
And she hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had I think he'd put his share away, you know, his food away, and he'd gone.
His share. I love it.
He'd gone to watch like Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done
I just
for.
was like falling to the ground. And my mum's going, you know, get in here, I think it's serious. And my dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him. And my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, you know, winded me. And it came up, and I was all right.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand, because there was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it, so it went down your sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, like it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been all right.
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't.
Well, no, you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
No. But the weird thing is, like for 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of a special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
A special needs person.
Yeah.
I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turn over a leaf.
Exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam. Right, next
That was
one.
weird.
That's popsicle. That's popsicle hell, we'll call that.